Let's roll. The Thursday night throwdown has begun. The pimps, the players, the hustlers, the people that bust them, and everybody else in between, from Costa Rica to California, Montreal, Minnesota, Missouri. The late night anger management class has begun. Let's rage. And I'm about to motherfucking snap as the Arizona Cardinals move into football. I don't know why these teams always throw deep, man, and throw these motherfucking bombs on like 4th and 7, 4th and 9. It never ends.
How's this game?
Absolutely brutal. We got Paul Bovie checking in from, I'm not sure what city Paul's in. I think he might be in Los Angeles right now. This half won't end. It looks like Seattle's about to score. If they score a touchdown, we're in a lot of motherfucking trouble. Son of a bitch. All right, so welcome to the Thursday night throwdown. Give us a thumbs up off the top. We shouldn't have to ask you. All right, give us a thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever. Either one, it's all good. Make sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook review, social media platforms. So it's 12-7 right now, 32 seconds left in the half. Seattle just hit a bomb to Richardson, and they're on the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. Russell Wilson back to pass, scrambling, and completing. Let's bring in Paul Bovie right now. Paul, always a pleasure, my man. How you doing?
Hey, great to see you, Gabe. Glad to be here, buddy.
Hey, great. We established a pretty decent connection here, Paul. So where are you at tonight, man? You're a real you travel more than the Harlem Globetrotters do. Where are you at tonight?
Little watering hole here in the area. It's called the Classic Q. Nice little spot. They get about 50 TVs, and it's all good. A couple tequilas later, and I'm good to go.
I love the sign behind Paul. Right behind him, it says, "Don't leave anything. Don't leave any valuables in the car." at least they're warning you at least.
Yeah, they care about their customers.
Yeah, okay. So this is frustrating, Paul. I'm on Arizona plus the points. I got them at a +7, small piece of the money line as well. And they're in this football game, but the turnovers are a killer. You got the Adrian Peterson fumble at midfield. You got the safety. And then you got the stall drive here when they're moving the football. If Ellington doesn't fuck up, they got the ball at the 25-yard line as opposed to, for some reason, throwing a bomb on 4th and 9. And then Richardson hauls in a long pass, and it looks like Seattle might get a touchdown or at least a field goal here. What's your take on the first half?
Right now, I'm not watching the game because I had to step outside. It didn't look like Arizona had the ability to run the ball, and I think that's hurting them. But Drew Stanton did miss a few passes. They're in the football game. There's no doubt about it. It's not like Seattle's doing a lot either on the ground, but Russell Wilson's been able to spread the ball out a little bit. I think he was 12 of 16 for $114 when I left the bar. So it's been more or less just Seattle passing the ball, except for the last couple minutes when Arizona did have some success.
Yeah, so to get you up to date right now, Blair Walsh comes out to kick a field goal, and as we all know, nothing's automatic with this guy. So he's coming out to kick a field goal right now. Would give him a 15-7 lead, 7 seconds left. So effectively going into the break here. Right, 43-yard field goal attempt, just under what the long field goal prop is. I didn't take it tonight, and Blair Walsh is good.
Your best Al Michaels impression now. I want to, because I'm not watching this game, so I need a play-by-play color man.
Yeah, 15-7, Paul. 15-7 with 2 seconds left. So it's 15-7 for Seattle right now. Who got the ball first in this game? I've been watching, but I'm kind of fried. Maybe someone in the chat. Who got the ball first in this game out of the gate? I don't know. So somebody let us know. We'll get while we wait for a halftime line to be posted, and I'll look it up myself. I'll see who got the ball first in this game. Paul, I don't respect many more people than you when it comes to the National Basketball Association. All right, so Arizona gets the ball at the half. All right, and to start the second half. That's good. We're gonna need a score. I'll tell you what, Stanton's thrown a couple of passes that have been dropped. The Ellington, even Fitzgerald dropped one. There's been a lot of drops, man. Stanton hasn't been terrible in this football game. But nevertheless, so Paul, Oklahoma City Thunder and the Denver Nuggets tonight. What do you make of this basketball game?
Gabe, look, everybody's thinking that OKC is going to get off the schneid here. They lost 3 in a row, and that was an embarrassing, disgusting display of professional basketball the other night, taking a big lead against Sacramento. I believe it was 25-10, and then blowing the game comfortably. So they got some work to do. 3 guys averaging the exact same number of points at 20.1, of course, in Carmelo and Paul George and Russell Westbrook. Look, I'm going to go with the Nuggets. They've won the last 3 out of 4 games. They seem to be improving. Jokic is become a dominant force. His player efficiency rating is 26.5, and I think they're going to get the job done at home. Everybody is believing OKC is going to come back. They're going to break the schneid, but I'm not a believer in it.
Yeah, you know, I tend to agree with you as well. The Denver Nuggets, we saw Jokic finally go off the other night. Career performance. They're a good home team. You know, Denver, for one reason or another, they never have their full complement in their lineup together. I agree. I like the Denver Nuggets in this spot as well. You know, you look at the big 3 that Oklahoma City have, and I'm not so sure it's a good chemistry. You know, just getting 3 guys that are scorers, it doesn't automatically make you a good basketball team. They have, the depth is totally thin after the so-called big 3, and I think Westbrook really is at his best when he's not sharing the ball. You know, it's like a real tweak to figure this out right now. You know, going into Denver here, I think it's a tough spot for Oklahoma City as well. Both teams have been big teams to the under, especially Oklahoma City. 2-8 to the under this year, Paul, in 10 basketball games. Denver's 4-7 to the under. Totals 215.5.
Well, I would actually lean to the high side here. Denver's starting to crank it up a little bit. They haven't been defending the 3-point line very well. They lost that game to Golden State the other night only because they couldn't defend the 3-point line. 18-40 for the Warriors versus 6-24 for the Nuggets. Therefore, they were outscored beyond the arc by 36 points, though the Nuggets outscored them in the paint 64-50, and that has been a common trend. So my worry is that Oklahoma can get off here and nail some of these 3-pointers. And as far as chemistry goes, Gabe, as you know, I was a proponent of the Knicks releasing Carmelo Anthony, dumping him off somehow. Thankfully, they did. Basketball is back in Madison Square Garden. And unfortunate for Oklahoma, they were the recipient of the baggage that we were carrying, and it's resulted in, I believe, poor play. And as you say, Westbrook is comfortable being the dominant factor on the team, and he's not now. He's sharing the basketball, and I'm not sure that's a good chemistry for these Nuggets.
Yeah, maybe they'll start to figure it out as the season goes on, but you're right. And Westbrook's trying to show, listen, Westbrook's not a selfish guy, but now even he's turning the ball over more so because, you know, he's sharing it more. It's an interesting dynamic to see if they can come together. I agree with you. I saw them the other night. I grabbed them in game when they were down by about 6 or so, like plus 100, thinking that they can come back and win the game. The thing that frustrated me, they didn't even break a sweat. You know, the apathy's starting to set in, Paul, and you're a big NBA guy, so you see the patterns here. You know, NBA basketball at its finest is, to me, the most entertaining sport. But when it's not played well, you know, I guess it's like fine French cuisine or something like that. It's great, you know, if it's good, but if you fuck it up, it's, you know, it's terrible. It's a bad analogy, but nevertheless, you get what I'm saying. But
I got food in France twice, so that's probably not the best analogy.
Right, so yeah, you did. Hey, exactly. The culture shock. You got to stick to Taco Bell and stuff like that. That's another story as well. But, you know, so they usually try hard out of the gate. The first couple of games have been really good. Cleveland and Houston are going at it right now. But I'm seeing the apathy sort of kick in already in the NBA after a couple of weeks. And, you know, the unofficial start to the NBA season is really Christmas Day, isn't it? And then they get all fired up around the All-Star game because they all fucking try hard because they want to get voted into the All-Star game. There's real patterns in the NBA as far as apathy is concerned. But I was alarmed when I saw Oklahoma City, how little they fucking cared. There was no fight at all against Sacramento.
Yeah, Gabe, that was an embarrassing performance. I actually shut it off. I've been a little downtrodden on the NBA this year at the start. I want to see more defense in the NBA. I don't want to personally see a 130 to 124 game. I don't like the basketball the Cavaliers are playing, for example. And the one win total I went with this year was the Cavaliers under, and I'm happy I did, because they just don't seem to try. You see too much of this where teams just throw in the towel, or they just, lackadaisical play. This is not what I want to see from NBA players. And this is not reminiscent of the 80s and 90s when I was accustomed to seeing the best basketball the NBA ever, the best product they ever put out.
I saw LeBron James earlier. The Houston Rockets, Harden took a shot, and LeBron, instead of going and trying to get a rebound, started running back the other way on offense before he even knew the ball was going to go in. LeBron can bitch, and LeBron can do this and that and slide into fucking DMs all he wants. But the fact of the matter is, as you stated, you watch him play defense, and there's a lot of standing around with him as well. He's not exactly busting his ass out here. I think he's leaving Cleveland anyway, so he figures whatever. It is what it is. It's early in the season. I'll try in the playoffs, but tonight I'm watching them, and the Rockets are just fucking flying right past the Cavaliers right now.
Well, it's one of those situations where LeBron may start to whine to the owner, hey, you didn't assemble a good enough team. Remember that last year. But they've assembled the best team money can buy, and they're not playing good basketball. So you wonder, who else would they need to get this team to the next level? Because the level they're at right now is not competitive basketball along the lines of winning an NBA championship.
All right, so second half numbers. So as we stated, it's 15-7 at the half right now. 15-7 at the half. Seattle is winning by 8 points. They put up 22 on the board. Second half number is Seattle Seahawks minus a half a point, over under 20.5, shaded to the under. It's plus 100 to over 20.5, minus 120 to under 20.5. So it's pretty much right around the number right now. You have to lay a little bit more. So suddenly the Seattle Seahawks are 8.5-point favorites in this football game. This is a strange game. Arizona's one play away from getting back in this, but Seattle are one play away from breaking this open, Paul. It's a real fine line, thin ice.
Gabe, I don't like betting teams in the second half when they don't have a running game. And clearly, Arizona does not have a running game. I also don't like betting teams in the second half when they're stretching out a lead that's already beyond the point spread. I'm a little bit hesitant to do that, seeing as though this could come down to the wire and Arizona could conceivably get back in the game. If anything, I might shade to the under of this number. I'd rather get to 21. But then again, 21 might not be that relevant here because you got an 8-point game. So at some point, a 2-point conversion may be in play here. So the 21 may not be a factor. But I would probably shade to the under here.
All right, Paul. So before we get you out of here, let you go back inside and watch the second half of the football game and the basketball games. As if you're just joining us right now and you're wondering, because it always happens, both me and Paul like the Denver Nuggets coming up here against Oklahoma City. We spoke earlier in the week, but it was pretty briefly. You were talking about TCU and Oklahoma, some good college football on the board this weekend, and college basketball tipping off. I know you dip into the college football world. Have you taken a look at college basketball at all yet?
Gabe, there's so much going on right now that I don't try to be a jack of all trades. I'd rather master one or two. So at this point, I'm still trying to get my head wrapped around in the NBA basketball, because it's a point in the season where I'm not used to having to be an expert on the NBA because the season started early. So therefore, I'd rather stick with what's in play right now, NFL, college football, and yes, TCU. We got the benefit of the number because when we spoke, it was 7, 7.5. I plucked off 7s and 7.5s. I think it's down to 6.5. And to steam through a number of 7 takes a lot of money, and I believe it's sharp money because I believe TCU is a better football team, particularly on defense, where they clearly, against common opponents, have dominated Oklahoma in terms of stopping the opposition. Also, their only loss game this year against Iowa State. They held Iowa State to 250 yards of offense, but turned the ball over twice in the red zone. It resulted in Iowa State points. So I believe TCU will win this football game, and all the hoopla around Baker Mayfield this week may end up dissipating in a cloud of dust.
I like where you're going with this. I like the underdogs, and I like the underdogs in these big games this week, Paul. Catholics versus convicts. I'm going to church. I'm going to church here. Touchdown Jesus. Auburn and Georgia. I think Georgia's losing this game outright. And I tell you what, I'm buying into Mississippi State with that mobile quarterback to go along with your TCU pick. Mississippi State with that mobile quarterback, Fitzgerald. Mobile quarterbacks have always given Bama problems. I think that game's flying under the radar. I think we got a live dog with the Bulldogs plus 14.
I normally don't go for those marquee games. So the fact that I went with TCU and what you would consider a marquee game is out of character for me. So I'm going to throw you a game where I believe that it's kind of an obscure game. And it's something that I normally don't do in college football. But at this time of year, I believe it is an appropriate strategy. The Central Florida team is favored by 37-38 over UConn. That has one of the worst pass defenses in all of college football. Every quarterback they have faced has rang up top numbers against them, and I believe that this will be the case this week, and that UCF will probably win this game by 50+ and be winning at halftime by 31 points.
Paul Bovie, you can check out his plays over at vegasinsider.com. Follow him on Twitter at Paul Bovie. And Paul's a great pony player as well, betting the ponies. If you follow him on Twitter, he's always posting pony picks, various tracks.
Matchups this week. Gabe, I want to tell you, I hit 8 out of 10 race matchups. I love these days where they post horse against horse. Unfortunately, the next time one of these days will come around is Kentucky Derby. So I've got to wait 5-6 months at this point, but I'll be waiting and I'll be ready and I'll be armed and making some more money.
I'm a little sour right now, Paul. I just got a text message right before I came on the air from our trainer for our horse. Fuck, I owe him $2,300 fucking dollars. Our horse hasn't run in like 8 weeks, and best case scenario, he said first week of January we'll be on the track. But it's a cold world being an owner of a fucking racehorse, man. Yeah,
I have a small piece of a horse, and he's running tomorrow at Aqueduct.
Oh, good stuff. What race?
I'm not sure the race, but I forgot. The name of the horse is Flatliner. It's a hard name to We're running him on the turf. We wanted to run him in a dirt race, but unfortunately there were no dirt races that met the conditions we wanted in terms of distance. So we're running tomorrow on the turf, and we'll see what happens. And I got my fingers crossed. I won't be there in the winner's circle if a miracle happens, but you know, I'll be watching on TVG and hoping for the best.
Paul, you're a class act, buddy. Thanks for joining us live from the sports bar in LA this evening. Stay safe. It's always a pleasure, my man.
Okay, thanks, Gabe.
There's Paul Bovie with us. Yeah, we're going to jump on his horse tomorrow, Flatliner. So, yeah, if you guys are unaware, and Jazz is part minority owner, pretty big minority owner. You know, he's been hurt for our horse has been hurt for a little while now, but you know, we won a race. We collected some checks and stuff to sort of soften the blow. Yeah, the checks were a long time ago. I got to tell you, even for him not fucking running, it's more expensive than I fucking wanted it to be. But we've gone through the worst part, you know. His foot is healed. His foot is healed. He's running. He's jogging. Except, you know, since he hasn't raced in a while, it takes a while to get him back up to speed. And since he hasn't raced in 45 official days, we have to get approved again. So basically, we have to run him in a fucking qualifier race. Which, whatever, we'll qualify. It's not the problem. It's just, it's annoying. We gotta run them in a race that we're not making any money in. It's like, it's actually pretty, it's crazy. It's like you go earlier in the day to the track So the track is closed, and there's a bunch of horses. Fucking, they race. You post your time, and basically they just want to see if your horse can fucking get around the track all right. Because I understand. They don't want your horse coming back. Oh, yeah, horse is fine, right? And then your horse fucking breaks his leg on his first race back. So I get it. Whatever. It is what it is. There's nothing we can fucking do now, as Jazz knows. There's nothing we can do. All we can do is get this horse back to health, hope that he motherfucking wins, and sell him. That's it. That's the best case scenario. That's the best case scenario. Anybody that ever tells you, geez, come on, fucking Adrian Peterson, man. This motherfucker slipping, falling, fumbling, fuck, man. Safeties. Holy shit, dude. Yeah, but anybody that tells you don't get into the horse racing industry, listen to them. Don't get into the horse racing industry. Yeah, that's the deal there. So yeah, that's the story with Conflict Diamond. On the plus side, for the record, if it makes you feel better, Jazz and Andy's an owner. For the record, supposedly he looks real good. I asked, what's the deal? How's he looking? They said, oh, fuck, he's fucking strong as fuck. That's what they said. He's been doing nothing for the last 2 months. Come on, another drop, man. You guys got to make a damn catch, man. Flag. Yeah, so our horse is strong. The foot is 100% healed. Basically had a crack in his hoof. So just think like a crack in a sidewalk. So he had a crack in one of his feet, and he's had this happen before to him in the same foot. So it's a problem. But the thing is, it's not a speed issue, which that's the best news that we could get. It's not like, oh, yeah, we don't know if he's going to be fast again. No, we know he's going to be fast again because he raced the fastest time of his life with us after he already had the same damn injury. So it's basically like a football player spraining his ankle or something. You know, he's got to sit out for 8 weeks and he's back type shit. So supposedly he's real strong. That's what our trainer said. He goes, oh, fuck, he's feisty. He's fucking strong. He wants to race. But, it's patience. You got to build his heart rate up. You can't just fucking throw a horse. We're talking about a fucking $10,000 racehorse here. It's not, it's not a fucking, we're not playing Mattel fucking toys. All right, we can't just put him on the track. Like, we got to fucking, So basically every day he runs a little bit more. He runs a little bit more. And then in a couple of weeks, we'll start putting guys on top of him and shit and, that type of stuff. As you say, I like your positivity, Jazz. Look, we're all betters. We're through the worst part, Jazz. Not quite yet. There's bills to be paid, but we're getting through the worst part. We've already bitten the fucking bullet. And like I said, he's a nice guy, and he never tells me the worst case. So I fucking was poking him today. I said, so what's the deal? When are we going to be racing? I said, are we going to be racing by Christmas? And he said, no. And I said, well, I'll just spit it out. Get to the worst, give me the worst case scenario, best case. Like, what's the deal here? And he basically stated January 11th. He goes, I think by January 11th we'll be good. That's 2 months. November, December, January, 8 weeks. And that's like racing. And he basically stated in 6 weeks we'll have to go to some qualifier. You go earlier in the day, no one's at the track, and there's a race and whatever. You just got to get through the race. So you don't need to win the race. It's not like oh, you need to win the race to get allowed back in. Basically, they just want to see your horse fucking run a race, and then they're going to check out your horse after and say, all right, you're good to go. No. All right, we'll get the fucking 3-hole and we'll win by 8 lengths for sure. Fuck. You know we'll win the free race. Fuck. What do you want me to tell you, Jazz? You want me to lie to you and tell you, oh, yeah, we're going to be racing before Christmas? Christmas is in 5 weeks, Jazz. We're not racing in 5 weeks. Basically, you know, in 6 weeks type thing, he'll be close to ready to get on a track for real. Dude, we can't fucking put him out there and get him hurt again. If he gets hurt again, we're fucked, all right? We're going to be selling him to some rich fucking kid. Fuck, he's going to be someone's pony, man. We're going to throw him out there in the fucking snow, though. I tell you that much. And then we get into the decision of what we do. Like, you know, if we lower his price, we could dump him. We could sell him, right? But we'll have to lose a couple of $1,000s. If we want to be, you know, fucking tough about this, we could tough it out and say he's going to come back and he wins a bunch of races. Basically, all it takes, it's getting to the point now where it's going to take like 2 wins, a win or two, to erase this fucking damage. But whatever, man. You take the good with the bad. We won a fucking race in our 3rd race ever owning a horse, you know, that's the good side of it. Stooge. Yeah, no. I was going to say I'll take your action on that, Stooge, but I can't. I'm a licensed horse owner. Yeah, look away for the chat. And oh, look at Bobano. Bobano's got a trigger finger. Good job, Bobano. Legendary gamer. Another flag. All right, we're kicking. We're alive and kicking. Isn't Legendary Gamer a troll from the other night? Why must you trolls fucking come here all the time? Yeah, Sniper. I don't even know who did that, Big Will. Sniper. Shano. Yeah, I didn't use the gun because of the shooting the other day, but it's getting to the point where they're shooting every day. What do you want me to do? like Ted Teven didn't have this problem, fuck. Ted Teven didn't have this problem. All right, so who am I on in this game? What, you guys want to fade me in game? I'm not telling you who I'm on. The fact that you guys can't tell. What do you mean you can't? Come on, man. I was bitching when Adrian Peterson fell down. Doesn't that mean I'm on Arizona? Yeah, you guys trying to fade me like me and Big Man the other night. Was that me earlier? Yes, it was, Big Man. You know, I was going to fuck with your head and say, you know what? I don't know what you're talking about, but it really was me. Yeah. All right, what's up, Legendary Gamer? I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I was going to fuck with you and say, like, I knew you were going to ask me, was that really you? I was going to say, I don't know what you're talking about. I was going to say, I don't know what you guys are talking about. No, it was me. Look at my avatar. That's the official official Morency avatar. Come on, there's only one me. Don't encourage them. There's like a bunch of fake me Twitter things. I see tonight Twitter killed the verification, the blue thing. All right, so anyone that follows me knows, you know, we had a little, we haven't been 100% recently. I finally was able to see a doctor earlier. And this might come as a surprise to you guys, but it turns out my diet isn't very good. And my diet might be causing me some problems. I know. I'm sure you. Why do you guys throw deep all the time on fucking third and short? It drives me crazy. You do this all the time. Gout? No, not gout. Yeah, basically, I need to, he didn't tell me to go on any health kick or anything like that. He basically said, whatever, dude. Like, but I told him, listen, I've got some weird chest pains going on here, and I got a lot of weird things going on all over the place. And right away, he's like, well, what do you eat? And I'm like, it's funny because the doctor place was right beside a pizza place that I go to. I was like, I eat next door all the time, man. He's like, yeah, your digestive system's really bad. He's like, you got a problem. He's like, basically, I'm an old man. He goes, you got to eat some bran and some fiber and fucking drink some smoothies. And he's like, you need like a 2-week cleansing, man. And, you know, the doctors, you know, I liked it because he was swearing and stuff. It's like, yeah. And he goes, what do you drink? And I go, you know, soda. And he's like, yeah, you need, he goes, you know, you're not getting any younger. But, you know, he made me feel at ease because I go, man, I thought I had something real serious. He goes, no, I'm not serious. He goes, you're 47, you eat like a teenager. He goes, your body, your digestive system's just, you know, starting to get a little backed up in there, all that crap. So I said, should I stop eating? He goes, well, I advise, yeah, you start eating. Exactly. So he gave me the whole 9 yards. I've never done it before, but I'll admit I'm going to be drinking some Metamucil later tonight. I got some Metamucil and I bought some Raisin Bran. You know that episode? There's an episode of Seinfeld where Kramer has got a problem going to the bathroom and he orders in a diner and he's like, cereal, bran, yeah, pure bran. You guys ever drank Metamucil before? Settle down, Bruce Chad. Settle down. Yeah, I got some Raisin Bran. The doctor told me, get some Raisin Bran, drink some Metamucil, fucking drink some smoothies, and you know, try to lay off the grease for a couple of weeks. What's I don't know what's yeah, Metamucil. I'm hoping it just tastes like Tang. Fuck. No, man. I ate the fucking lettuce the other day, and my system is fucking revolting. Fuck. I'm telling you, man. I mixed in some health food and stuff, and it's falling apart. No, you know what it is. I'll be honest with you. I don't drink water. I don't drink water. Like, seriously. Like, I don't buy water. I don't drink tap water. I don't drink water. Which I know is kind of crazy. I've gone 47 years without drinking water. So basically, just think of my stomach as sort of a desert. Like, he told me, like, listen, you know, you got to drink some water. You got to fucking, you know. He just gave me a lecture like a parent would, essentially. He's like, dude, you got to drink some water. Because you got to eat some fucking, drink some Metamucil. You got to drink some smoothies. He's like, I'm not telling you to go all kale and shit, but he's like, yeah, you got to shake things up. My doctor told me that he drinks Metamucil every night. He goes, I had a similar problem to you once, and he goes, now I drink it every night as a preventive, and it's good. It's gag reflex worthy. Oh God. Whatever, man. Yeah, I would prefer the fucking pills as well, Big Will. They didn't offer me the pills. My blood pressure, yeah, he brought my blood pressure up. My blood pressure is not good. How do you think my blood pressure is? Fuck. I'm betting on sports every night. Yeah, how do you think my blood pressure's doing? Fuck. I've got money on the Arizona Cardinals right now. How do you think I'm doing? Fuck. Oh, Russell Wilson's knocked out of the game. Russell Wilson going into the tent. Yeah, without getting too personal, but no, even the pharmacist. Yeah, but like Drew says, it's all the medical industry's a scam, man. Who knows? Maybe they all got a piece of fucking this shit. Yeah, look, put it this way. At least it wasn't like the doctor wasn't freaked out. It wasn't like, oh my God. He just said, dude, you gotta you gotta change your diet a little bit. The best part is I said, how long will I feel better in? He's like, I don't know, 1 week, maybe 2 weeks. I said, so there's nothing I can do? He goes, no, you're just, he goes, whatever. Your body's going to have to adjust. And I spoke to the pharmacist, and the lady told me the same thing. She gave me some medication and stuff. She said, in about a week or two, you'll feel a little better. Yeah, you know what? I don't drink water. It's very, very simple. So yeah, I got to, congratulations, big man. Yeah, I got to drink some fucking water, man. Next break. And like you said, I don't want to drink the tap water. That shit's poison. It's got that fucking fluoride in it and shit. 2nd and 10. Russell Wilson, get him, get him, get him, get him. So, yeah, you guys are asking me. I'm on Arizona, man, plus the points. I got Arizona plus 7. Enough about my health. I got Arizona plus 7. No, I'm not taking blood pressure pills. I'm not getting caught up in the medical system. Today, I'm 47 years old. Today was the first time I ever went to a doctor. Fuck. All right? I'm not getting caught up in their shit, man. I'm only taking this stuff because it's specific to what I have, and it's an issue, and whatever, man. I'm taking some fucking prescribed ointment shit, and fucking, they're like, take this, fucking pound this back, fucking whatever. I'm not getting hooked up on pills and shit like that. I've been in pain for a while. I didn't take any painkillers. Oh, Stooch, I hate that. You know, Stooch, I got an AIDS test done years ago. I used to be in a metal band. I banged a ton of chicks. I was going out with this girl, and she made me go get a test. So I got the test, and they fucking called me. Same shit, man. They fucking called me, and they're like, "Listen, we got to talk to you in person." Like, I'm talking like for fucking STDs and AIDS and shit, HIV. So I go in and I'm like, I'm fucking sweating, man. I remember I smoked a spliff. I was fucking shaking. Shit. I went in. I was thinking, oh, and in my head, blaming certain girls. I was like, I'm sure it's that fucking stripper, fucking chicken or fucking friend I did that night. I'm like, fuck, I fucking knew it. And then I was thinking, I'm like, oh, fuck, I did that chick without a condom and I did her fucking friend too. I'm like, you know, I was just sort of like, in my head, I was just sitting there thinking, oh, fuck. Remember that fucking street chick you banged in Hollywood? I'm like, oh. Like, I was just like, I was going down the list and I was like, fuck, man, it could be any one of these chicks. And I was like, it was going through my head. So it's going through my head. They made me sit there for like an hour in the waiting room. They made me sit there for like an hour in the waiting room. Then I finally get to see the doctor. And they're like, no, everything's fine. And I'm like, then why the fuck did you freak me out like that? They're like, just you know, we like to put a scare into people to make people realize the severity of sexual fucking. I was like, yeah, you made your point, fuck. I was fucking pissed. I was like, yeah, good job, doc. Yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah, you got a fucking room full of people out here that think they're about to die. You know, it's like, just get it over with, fuck. Even if I'm gonna die, just tell me I'm gonna die. And if I'm not gonna die, then don't waste my time. Yeah, I know. That's he's like, well, you know, we just find that if we make people wait, that, you know, it makes them consider their actions. It's like, the fuck is that? Like, exactly, Stooge. I was fucking pissed, fuck. I was pissed. I was like, you know, you should have, you know. I told the guy, I said, you know, I was out there fucking sweating my ass off, man. And he said, that's the point. I was like, no, like, really. That's traumatizing. Some people get freaked out, man. I nearly left. I was sitting there and I was thinking, fuck this, fuck. You know? Like, I'm telling you, I could see the fear in people sitting in that place. Yeah, exactly. You know what? Drew's right. The real deal is they invited me back because they charged the government again for my appearance. I walked into this clinic today, man. They just said, do you have a health card? And I was like, yeah. And right away, they just took it. Bam, fuck. They sucked me in right away. And boom, that's like $160 for them. See, I was bitching about the healthcare system here. It's not great, but whatever. I got off my ass. I was trying to book appointments and see specialists and shit, and you can't do it. I basically called the doctor and I said, listen, I hear you're good at this. Fucking, I want to come in. And he's like, I don't accept all these people. I went through two places. They're like, we don't accept patients. So I said, then what the fuck do our tax dollars go to if you don't I don't understand. It's not private. You're not private. I don't get this. And I said, yeah, but it's our discretion whether we accept a new patient or not. So I got pissed off. I had to call the fucking government and shit and say, what am I supposed to do here? All these jackass clinics telling me to fuck off. My fan commercial is on. What fan commercial? Settle down, Pfeiffer. Chad says they could tell. They could tell I was going to be a difficult patient. I was bitching at this government chick. Then I realized, fuck, all right, that's enough. Fuck, I better get off the phone with this lady. No, that's the thing, Silent Night. Like I said, like I try to be by the system and be all nice. I punch in Google medical facilities near my house. I'm like, I call them. I'm all polite. I'm like, hey, how you doing? I like to come in, and this fucking chick's rude. Like, I'm asking to borrow $10,000. She's like, I'm sorry, sir. We're not accepting new patients. I said, well, you're my neighborhood clinic. And she goes, well, you'll have to go to another neighborhood because we're not accepting new patients. And I said, well, you're a publicly funded clinic. And then I said, so what the hell do our tax dollars go to? And she said, you'll have to take that up with the Ontario government. The bitch actually responded and told me, she goes, you'll have to take that with the Ontario Tax Credit Division. Fucking bitch, fuck. I got to go to another neighborhood. So then I find another one in the neighborhood, and the same thing. They're like, we're not accepting patients, sir. And I'm thinking, what is this? Like, what kind of, is this our healthcare system now? So then I got pissed off, and I called the head Ontario Health whatever, and I told him, I'm trying to do this by the book, but I guess I'll just go to an emergency room and clog up the system. Fuck. There you go. See, the 3rd and 11, throw it 13 yards, man. You guys have been throwing it 37 yards down the field all the time, but exactly, Andrew. See, I've never been to a doctor, so I don't know this system. You're exactly right. For you guys that don't know, it's sort of like a personal seat license. You have to go see a fucking shit doctor to get through to a doctor. Like it's bizarro world. Exactly. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. You just nailed it, Andrew G. I was calling all these places, and they're like, have you been referred? I'm like, no, I haven't been referred. Then we can't accept you. I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do then? And they're like, well, you have to find a doctor that'll accept you. And I told them, so I'm sitting here in pain, and what am I supposed to do? Be on the phone for 10 hours? Go to another neighborhood? What the fuck does that mean? No, I didn't know that, Jazz. How the fuck am I supposed to know that? As I stated, I've never been to a fucking doctor. How's my blood pressure doing? Jazz is like a big part of my health problem, I think. I think Drew would agree to that. Dr. Drew would agree. I think Jazz is like causing me like fucking pain. It's Jazz. It's fucking Jazz. Stress levels, Jazz. I know, like it really, like I swear to God, I got a chest pain now, like even worse. Not to mention, I'm only sleeping 4 hours a night. I got a lot of problems here, guys. Yeah, me and Cardano are falling apart. And Cardano, Drew, you're responsible for putting Cardano in the hospital. All kidding aside, fuck. I hope you're happy. Jazz, you're part of it too. Fuck. You two fucking Cardano's like fucking getting his stomach fucking cut open due to stress. You got Jazz and fucking Jazz and Drew sending angry tweets. The best is Cardano calls me and he's all weak. He's like, your fucking listeners are real fucking pieces of work, eh? He goes, tell them to settle, chill the fuck out, man, all right? The podcast's going to get up. You didn't even know you had a podcast. I said, he sounded, come on, again, another drop. Another drop. Look at these guys. Catch that. How do you not catch that? You're a fucking ad man. Arizona should be winning this game, guys. The safety, the fumbles. Kerwin Williams is running with no one in front of him, and he fucking falls. Oh, now we're just short. I know, I'm on them, Drew. Fuck. We're down to one guy left right now, all right? And I got him working on esports. We got a lot of problems, fuck. I don't know what the flag is. I can't tell. $47-44 for the Sacramento Kings right now. Denver Nuggets and Oklahoma City Thunder off and running, 14-10 early. Grab a piece of the Denver Nuggets right now, plus 130 money line, get a little value. Total up to 219.5. I like the over here as well. 4th and 2. Well, you guys are fucking punting from here? Fuck me, man. For fuck's sakes, dude. This fucking pussy-ass, candy-ass fucking league. You better down this shit, man, at the 5 or something. Fuck. Where's the Maalox? Fuck. I need some Pepto-Bismol and shit, man. That's, I gotta just start drinking Pepto. I'm like, I don't think my lifestyle is helping. And sports betting and hosting these shows is very good. It's funny, the doctor started asking me about other stuff, and I'm like, no, I'm not very good there either. And he goes, well, let's just take care of this first and come back and, It's like, yeah, all right. And I'm going to admit, all day in my mind, I was going to make tacos, and after all that, I made the tacos. Yeah, so after all that, fuck, I ended up eating 4 big-ass tacos. Big thing of fucking macaroni salad. And I pounded back like a fucking bag of fucking Tostitos with cheese, fuck. I feel fine. I feel fine. I figured, I figured, all right. It's one of these deals starting tomorrow. It's like starting tomorrow. I figure I'm going to have the, how's my heart not good? Yeah, how about those breakers, guys? No, I know, Brooks. I know. No, Brooks, I learned something. I really did. I bought the Raisin brand, and I'm going to drink Metamucil here. I'm taking the medication they gave me. I just had one last meal, man. Oh, and I did buy some fucking Oreo ice cream. But it's one last meal. How about them breakers? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I learned, yeah, settle down, Babano. You're the one going to bed at 9 a.m. drinking warm milk. I didn't want the fucking meat to go bad, all right? I made spaghetti. No, but the thing is, to get this, though, I haven't been eating well because I'm in so much pain recently that, I need to eat. Would I trade Jimmy Graham or Richard Matthews for Mark Ingram and Matt Ryan? Yes. Yes, I would. Mark Ingram's probably being productive right now. Jimmy Graham doesn't do much. Richard Matthews is okay. If you need a quarterback, but yes, you're getting a good deal there. Mark Ingram's good. Jimmy Graham doesn't do much. I have Jimmy Graham on my team. He got a touchdown tonight, but he's only got 5 touchdowns on the year. He's not bad, but yeah, I'd do the deal. Mark Ingram's good. Matt Ryan's going to give you numbers. No, don't be Graham. The thing with Graham is it's deceptive. Listen, last week I was bitching about Graham all day fucking long, and he scored a touchdown with like 2 minutes left in the game. Tonight he got a touchdown. So it's not like he doesn't really do anything, but he might get you a touchdown. You know what I mean? Oh, shit. Richard Sherman's out. Yeah, I don't know. You're right, Tuvin. Jimmy Graham was sailing along, and he started bitching in New Orleans for some reason. Started bitching about, yeah, I remember New Orleans, and he wasn't a good fit here in Seattle. You figure, the thing with Jimmy Graham is he's not a good blocker either, right? So I don't know. Jimmy Graham was sort of like the old school tight end star. And you got there's new school guys now. It's different. No, you want Evan Engram. Evan Engram, without all those wide receivers on the Giants, he's become the number 1 target there. I think Evan Engram, he's like their leading receiver now. Evan Engram's a good fantasy player. Thing is, in DraftKings, he's like $6,200 fucking bucks this week. I got to do my DraftKings research after this. So fucking unbelievable. Man, I don't take Cleveland Cavaliers plus the points. I take them on the money line. And of course they cover, but we hit the over. We hit the over in the North Carolina Pitt game. I put a small play on on Ball State plus 32. Didn't work out. How bad are Pitt? They lost to North Carolina outright. App State gets the cover. Tomorrow, college basketball starts first in 15. Arizona dumps it off, drops it, another drop. Wouldn't have really picked up anything anyways, but for fuck's sakes, man. This is so frustrating with Arizona. Like I said with Bovie at the half, we're 1 play away from covering. We're covering the spread right now, but you know what I mean? Like if we could get up 17-15, we're covering the number after. Yeah, we're going to cover the number. Like, just take a fucking lead. As it is now, we're always 1 play away. Russell Wilson's fucking always makes 1 big play in the 4th quarter. It's annoying. We've got to do something here. Come on, back to pass. Fuck. Incomplete. Ball was behind Fitzgerald. He just still plays, though. I'd like to see caught. 15-10, 156 left, 3rd and 15 from the Arizona Cardinal 41-yard line. Drew Stanton in the shotgun, back to pass. Under pressure, dumps it off, and fucking nothing. It's a battle, this game, you know? It's a battle. That safety's big. 13, you know, it should be 13-10 right now. He hasn't been sacked, but he's been hit 5 times. He's been knocked down 4 times. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, Arizona's defense is playing well. And then he booted in the end zone. Fucking idiot. Arizona's defense is playing well in this game, but the problem is we're fucking one play away. Like, one big bomb away, one big Russell Wilson magic play away from fucking not covering a number, field goal or touchdown. And then if they get a touchdown, we're totally fucked. Arizona needs to get a fucking touchdown. And it's pretty clear Arizona need a touchdown gifted to them. Fuck. Babano. Need to make a stop here defensively. Try to create a turnover or something. Back to pass. They're getting a rush on them. 6 down per pickup on 1st down. Not a good start for the Denver Nuggets. They're trailing 21-12. Not a good start. Not a bad pace for the total, though. They have 35 points with 4 minutes left in the first. See, there's what I'm talking about. A big fucking play. Fuck, man. This is a fucking, it's going to be a frustrating loss, this loss, man. I know we haven't lost yet, but the way things are fucking going, it's not like I'm bleeding great luck this week or anything. There's my impression of Chris Collinsworth. Oh, yeah, hey, okay, geez. I like to read like the transcript of this broadcast. Every second sentence that Collinsworth says is not a sentence. He sort of trails off. Oklahoma City has come to play tonight. They're up 22-12 right now. We're on the Denver Nuggets, and we're on the over. End of the 3rd quarter right now, 15-10. No, I tuned in earlier. I saw a big man tweet out that he was talking some college basketball with special guest Babano. Pretty nice of Babano to take time out of his star-laden and very busy schedule to join big man like that. I was surprised Babano was on. I was surprised Babano was on the show because it was an 8:30 start time. It was pretty late. You know, I was like, man, fucking Babano's going on pretty late tonight. 8:30 start. 8:30 start time. It's like, whoa. I just traded a second-round pick in E. Sanders for Zach Ertz. Good to see you, Kyle. Yeah, so, yeah, I haven't done I got a lot of work to do with college basketball. I'm looking at I'm looking at all the games, and it's a little overwhelming. I'm like, holy shit. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this in blocks tomorrow. So I'll look at the games, and I'll say, all right, I don't mind this game, and then I'll sort of do the research on the game. I haven't this is as unprepared as I've ever been for college basketball in my life. Normally, I get a magazine or something. Like, at least, it's caught me off guard, man. I'm caught up in this shit. Like I said, I'm worried about my intestines fucking drying up here. I can't pick a winner. Someone's got a fucking voodoo doll stuck up my ass right now. I'm working fucking 20 hours a day. And I knew college basketball was coming, but I'm like, holy fuck, it's here. Thing is, I'm a big college basketball fan, a big college basketball bettor. Yeah, you need to proceed with caution in the first couple of games. Don't come out swinging, betting crazy amounts. 2nd and 1, and now we're gonna get fucked, man. They're already in fucking nearly in field goal range. So yeah, we have to look through. We have to go through the board, but a couple of games caught my eye in college basketball. Couple of games caught my eye tomorrow in college ball. We'll get to that a little bit later on. The one specifically, there was actually two. There was a couple, but there was one that I liked the most. It's a night game. Where is it? South Dakota State. South Dakota State minus 6.5 against Cal Irvine. That game catches my eye. The number's too short here. Cal Irvine lost a lot of players. Plus, Cal Irvine aren't that good. Come on, get him. There's holding. Pick it off. Yeah, I think 6.5 is a fair price. I would expect it to be a little higher tomorrow night, actually. I think it'll close probably up at 7.5 when it's all said and done. There was another one that I liked, though. Where is it? I'm not sure the San Francisco Dawn should be laying 13.5 to the Beach. Long Beach lost a couple of players, but still 13.5 is a lot. It's a lot for, I think it's asking a lot for them. I was looking at Siena, and it's funny because that's why I hopped into your guys' chat, actually. I bet a lot of Siena and Iona games and stuff. I follow that conference. I noticed the points. And, Siena lost their top two leading scorers. It was 18.5, down to 17.5 right now. I think it's overvalued for College of Charleston. I'm a little bit concerned about Siena, but I know that Big Man and Babana were talking about Oakland. They're good team, Oakland, this year. And same with me. IFPFW have been good to me over the years as well. But Oakland are actually like top 25 team. Or a periphery of top 25. Here's the Wilson Magic. Pick it off. Fuck. And I can't believe this. There it is. There it is. Told you. Every fucking week. And now we're going to lose the bet. Because of that stupid fucking play. Fuck, man, I'm sick of this shit. It's like Keystone Cops. Every time he fucking stops, you stop these guys. Just tackle them, fuck. And then look at this. Of course, the fucking Cardinals got to fall down on a little. Look at this shit. Like, fuck off, man. Just fuck the fuck off, man. I'm fucking sick of this fucking shit. Why is the guy in Arizona trying to wrestle with Jimmy Graham instead of knocking the ball down? Tom Marino's right. What the fuck's this guy doing? It's fucking bullshit, man. Fucking Russell Wilson's 30 yards behind the line of scrimmage, throws up a fucking little rainbow. Motherfucker falls down. It's like, dude, really? You fell down. That's great. Fuck. It's not Stanton's fault this game. Well, now we need a touchdown. Shut the fuck up, Sheridan. Get the fuck out of here. You took the wrong side. No, you've typed the wrong thing, fuck. There we go. Feel better. I feel a lot better right now. Well, now it's 22-10. Now we need a touchdown now. Although teaser players are in play, but I didn't tease this thing. Teaser to the under was a good play. Now we got to go the distance of the field here. What up, Eric the Duke? It's been bad beats for 2 weeks, bro, Baz. Like, none of you motherfuckers can catch a fucking football, man. Like, seriously, can any of you fucksticks catch a fucking ball? All fucking night, man. Fuck, your fucking fumble. You drop shit. I blame Kerwin fucking Williams. You fucking asshole. You had the fucking open fucking field going into the half. All night, you guys. Fuck. Now, 3rd and 17. Now, here, throw an 80-yard fucking pass here. Fuck. If Richard Sherman's so hurt, why is he walking around the sidelines? Fuck. I could use a Mae West right about now. Big fat fucking rock would be good right now. Big blast of crack. Maybe some bath salts, fuck. Give me some bath salts, man. Oh. You know, we were in this game, man. We were in this game. We had so many motherfucking opportunities. On the good side, though, we got a lot of points being scored in this Oklahoma City game. 30-30 right now. Listen to this, guys. It's 30-30 with 10 minutes left in the second quarter. Yet the total is 213.5 right now. That seems a little low to me. What the hell do I know? $212.5. We're grabbing the over again. This thing should open up. I got a weird email here about shit. Evidently, I'm on the Roto in the Morning fucking show now next week. I don't know what the fuck this means. Roto experts, 7 a.m.? What the fuck? Scott Engel, Morency, and Tony Sincata. Holy shit. All right, so 22-10. We need a miracle now. Yeah, good job. Good job, fuck. The idea is to tackle fucking Jimmy Graham forward. The guy in the Seahawks takes Jimmy Graham and throws him like for a first down and then helps him up and pats him on the head. The guy's got 2 touchdowns on you. What are you helping him out and tapping him on the head for? You should be punching him in the head. Oh, let me help you out, Jimmy. You want to score another one? The fuck's wrong with this fucking league, man? Sick of this bullshit. Fucking helping fucking other fucking teams up, man. What do you help any other guy for? Fuck. He's not on your team. That pissed me off. Fuck. Oh, you let me Jimmy catch it. Pat it. Good, great game, Jimmy. Hope you score a 3rd touchdown. Can I help you up? Why don't you just give fucking Jimmy Graham your fucking bitch's phone number now? Fuck. Yeah, well, after the game, why don't you do my mistress up? Her name's Crystal, fuck. She's appearing at Solid Gold after the game. I apologize for the language. Yo, you want to do my Instagram girl? My Insta girl? We need a touchdown. All right, we'll take our first break of the evening. Yeah, man. We need 1 touchdown, but it feels like it's like we're down by 20. I know. We need 1 touchdown. This fucking stupid safety, too. I'd get a fucking push down 10. Fuck if it's 7. Fuck that safety. That safety makes it needing a touchdown. I knew that safety would fuck us. Yeah, I should only bet on the NBL. We're taking a break. How many fucking catches does how many catches does Baldwin have? I need 1 more catch from Baldwin, and I need 2 more completions from Russell Wilson. Adrian Peterson, 21 carries, 29 yards. Dear God. Look at all these drops. Fitzgerald, like Brown, Nelson, all you motherfuckers. Drop. Ellington, drop. Fucking drops, man. You know, Stanton's 11 for 26. He deserved better. I'm a journalist. I'm here to write a story about you. Of course, this will be fun. This fucking height. What story are you really looking for? I need Lucifer Morningstar. We'll be too dead to regret. Sunday Night Football, we are bound for the Rockies. And Brady dropped in a pack, taking on Von Miller and the Denver Broncos. And you must be very happy. That's what the last week against Philadelphia will start with Football Night America. 7 Eastern. For down Stanton, another 2 by target.
Behind the play, Sheldon Richardson, I don't know if they ran between them or absolutely ran each other. The other one's Frank Clark, who was closed in on the quarterback.
Clark runs past. Bruce Stanton is coming back and just directly runs into his teammate, Sheldon Richardson.
These players will step out again one more time.
I'm not sure why I even grabbed it. It's the thing from the link you sent me.
Don't shop like everybody else. Shop eBay for totally done gifts plus price match guaranteed. eBay.
You got 10 seconds. Time to find your ideal hotel. Type in where you want to go. 2 clicks. Select your check-in, your checkout dates, and hotel Tribaka. Scared to cut your own hair? Now you can with the revolutionary new Even Cut from Conair for Men. Its unique rotary cutting with surround cone guide makes it easy to get an even finish, so now you can cut with confidence for a guaranteed result every time.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's not Stanton's fault.
Canadians look out for one another, and at Tim Hortons, we're no different. We've always believed in serving great food and coffee at a great value. That's why you can get 3 of our new mini strudels made with real apple or blueberry fruit filling for just 50 cents when you buy coffee. Simply great value. How sweet is that?
Save money on your energy bills by filling gaps and cracks with a premium insulating foam ceiling. The Page Type Foam, with 4 times more density, provides better insulation and durability. You can see the difference. The dense cell structure blocks out air and moisture for better insulation. It's more flexible and withstands harsh UV rays, so it's more durable. Feel out the weather and save money with the Page Type Foam.
Don't tell Gordy can't do something. I mean, it was just a dream. I don't want the shows to go on forever.
17 yards on that last catch for Larry Fitzgerald. He remains 6 all time behind Rice, T.O., Randy Moss, Isaac Bruce, and Tony Gonzalez, but in that 15,000-yard club. Keep moving on up. Running up just behind Jerry Rice and all said and done. Both players walked off under their own power. Outfield shot. That's another receiver who had a step or was a bit open, but Stan has been able to connect with tonight.
That's the fourth chance for a huge play that Bruce Stanton missed tonight on relative easy throws. Here's J.J. Nelson down the field. It isn't quite as easy to see from that angle, but he had a couple of steps on that one. Long angle chosen for that throw. One right down the middle to Troy Nicholas. And then that one was wide open. Wide open.
From the Seattle secondary, no one else Thomas to start tonight. Richard Sherman injured during the game. This past week will play for Jermaine Gresham, the tight end, who has Arizona's lone touchdown on the night. That'll be 3rd down.
So Seattle comes in with exactly the right game plan. Carson Palmer knows it. Richard Sherman knows it. That after watching that game last week, there was no way they were going to let Adrian Peterson beat him running the football. So they stacked the line of scrimmage, shut him down all night, and put the ball in the hands of Bruce Stanton, who's made some nice plays tonight. But when he had big play opportunities, they were missed.
See those numbers. Peterson's 21 carries for 35 yards. 3rd and 10, Seattle breaks 4. Stanton about to get hit as he throws complete for the first down right near midfield to Fitzgerald. That drive will stay alive with 8:40 to go in a 12-point game.
Now, I bet you Carson Palmer's going over on the sideline. That's a really good idea to throw this thing to Larry Fitzgerald. He just got it off, didn't he?
Freedy.
Yeah. we have seen, remember the playoff game against the Green Bay Packers, and it was at the end of the game, everything on the line, and Larry Fitzgerald just took over the game. I mean, remarkable play. And he is that alpha male out there, and you know he wants the football right now.
From the 48, John Wetzel walked right back to the quarterback in his room, a sack. Jordan played his first game in nearly 3 years, number 3 overall pick. Violated the substance policy, suspended for a year, knee surgery, now coming back.
It has been the longest of long roads. He has been hurt. He has been suspended. He has been given up on. He has been everything. But he was also the number 3 overall pick in the draft by the Miami Dolphins because he has talent. And Pete Carroll believed in him, has given him a chance, and you can see how excited he was last night that he was going to get that team.
In the middle is one who's caught the 45-yard line. Fitzgerald again. No shot on the first down. That's a big second down game to make it third and manageable.
I always marvel at the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. I mean, when you're getting hit from both sides and you're going face down to the ground, you just got to run down and turn around. You're going to throw it down and watch him make an overhand catch here as he's getting drilled. And the ball just sticks to him like it stuck to Jerry Rice and Chris Carter and some of the great catchers of the football of all time.
Moving forward, quick slant in and out of the hands of Jerron Brown and incomplete. 6:43 left. I think they have to go for it here on 44.
Why do they keep fucking throwing to everyone on clean catches, not to Fitzgerald? Like, no one else catches a fucking ball, man.
Where you have a Russell Wilson playing quarterback, you know anything's a possibility.
That's what we saw a few minutes ago.
Fitzgerald, that would be out today. He's in the slot.
I told you, he's the only guy that can fucking catch a ball on this team. Like, but all the time they keep on third down throwing to these other fuck sticks. That's a late hit. He's out of bounds.
I'm just going to tell you this. Cam Chancellor, when you're running a skinny post and you know number 31 is sitting right there, you could be the greatest person on the face of the earth and you're still going to flinch a little bit. That guy is a monster roaming around in center field. And wide receivers aren't completely stupid.
Taken down by Nazir Jones, who was injured earlier in his comeback for this depleted Seattle defensive front.
I don't know exactly what they're doing here, but there was no way for A.Q. Shipley to get back on that block. He's got to come back to here and make that block off of that play action. You're going to get the guard pulling. That was just not possible.
For that territory, we need to get to the 17th and run them alive. They need it all here on 3rd and 18. Tampa go underneath with a line, and And tonight, 17-36. It's about where his career is, under 50% passer. Ricky Sharp, defensive coordinator for Pete Carroll. And he's not alone enough to get his guys off the field.
That was a very interesting play call because based on the line of scrimmage with the center, he should was about 8 or 9 yards downfield.
Third safety in the mix. And they acquired McDougal in the offseason. Comes up with a big play.
Yeah, that fucking safety, man. I got a +7. If they were down by 10, they would have kicked the field goal. It's fucking bullshit.
Would have been proud, and Richard Sherman is as well.
So is there. With every stop by chance from the defense. Catch Russell Wilson and Halloween. It's priceless. Dressing up as his head coach. With 14 to go, trying to run out the clock. Thomas Rawls to carry. He's going to lose a yard. They're coming up later tonight on NFL Network. It's the Monster Postgame Show. Ties and Marshall Falk, Steve Mariucci, and Michael Irvin will break it down. The start of the game will join the guys on the set. Monster Postgame is going to be put up over on NFL Network.
I'll tell you, one guy for Arizona that stuck out for Bruce Arians tonight, I think, is this Olsen Beer number 72. He has made a lot of plays here tonight.
Undrafted player Chicago having released in Arizona said, "Let's not practice squad." Inactive every game last year. The guy played 2. He starts and finishes off.
You know, one of the bizarre rules is that Dale Buchanan could have grabbed him by that hair. I mean, that's something that is allowed, so they're not going to put any restrictions on wearing your hair outside the helmet, but if you want to take a shot and grab it, it stops most people.
Man, it's some serious ass winter weather going on out there right now in Toronto. I think it's supposed to snow. Well, we got one last fucking. Well, it's snowing in Montreal, really, huh? So snow's arrived. Yeah, I just went on my balcony for a second. It was fucking cold, man. I didn't mind it, actually. I'm not happy it's cold, but right now I didn't mind it. It was a nice blast of Arctic air. The same type of air. Listen, I'm right near Buffalo. Same type of air that Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints are going to be struggling in on Sunday afternoon in Buffalo, in upstate New York, western New York. Stooch, the man, what city are you in, Stooch? Yeah, it's football weather. This is for real. Well, we've got one last shot here. Bills are going to beat the Saints. Bills beat the Saints. Trust me. I've had a rough couple of weeks of bad beats. I haven't bet massive on any of these games. I just can't, I just get fucked. There's no such thing as a loser being the right side. It's just, this is frustrating. This Arizona game, we should have covered. Fuck. We still can't. Big punt. Come on, return. Buffalo's 4-0 against the spread and straight up and against the spread at home. Me and Teddy broke down this game earlier in the day today on Fantasy Sports Television Network, and As Teddy brought up, Tyrod Taylor doesn't really turn the ball over. He doesn't make mistakes. 10 touchdowns, 2 interceptions on the season, scrambles. LaShawn McCoy's going to be nice and rested after not playing since last Thursday. It's a good spot for the Bills. And it's a bad spot for New Orleans. They've won 6 in a row. People are all fat and happy. They've won on the road. They're at Tampa and Carolina. This is a different breed. Yeah, I know. We'll learn soon. Perfect rotation to learn. We'll all learn to be like you. So what's your locks of the week in the NFL perfect rotation? Yes, Calvin Benjamin is playing. Yeah, Kamara's good. Kamara's the difference for the Saints. If you look, Drew Brees isn't throwing the ball as much, and that's the key to their success suddenly. Mark Ingram's decent, and Mark Ingram's actually gotten better over the last couple of years, but Mark Ingram didn't provide that sort of big spark, you know? Kamara's not Kareem Hunt, but Kamara pops off 12-yard runs often and 8-yard runs. He adds a new element that the Saints haven't really had. Their defense playing a little better. But they've been in the South. They haven't really ventured out of the South, have they? They beat Carolina in Carolina when Carolina was struggling earlier in the year. They beat Tampa, I believe, in Tampa, if I recall correctly. Or no, maybe that game was in New Orleans. All right, 3rd and 1. Watch. They're going to throw like a fucking 30-yard pass here, no doubt. Just get the first down, fuck. It's a fucking miracle Draw Brown actually hung onto the damn ball. It's been a nice run for New Orleans. I'm not doubting it. I'm not a Saints hater or anything like that, but they're not going 14-2. The thing with the Buffalo Bills is too, the public hasn't seen the Buffalo Bills play. The only time they ever saw the Bills play was on Thursday Night Football last week, and they were bad. Fuck. Stanton has no accuracy on these deep passes. It's like the 3rd or 4th time Stanton hasn't even given his guy a chance. It's just out of bounds. We got a problem because Stanton he's not accurate on these deep balls on the outside. So they're trying to throw the ball in the middle of the field, but he's fucking slow. The ball's slow to get out. Seattle keep knocking these things down. This is torture that we move down the field again here, and here we are. But I don't know, man. It's like the broken clock is right twice a day. One of these nights, we got to get lucky. All right, good. Fuck, you're closer. Get the first down, fuck. I'm just waiting for the bad play call to come here. All right, good call. I like that play call. Come on, guys. We're close. We're close, Adam. Exactly, buddy. We're getting there. We're close every night. Dude, you guys have been with me every night this week. I know. You guys are loyal, and I appreciate it. Every night this week, we've been screwed in the worst possible fashion. Last night, over 227. Game lands at 226 in a basketball we're watching together. Night before, the same bullshit. Fuck, earlier in the week, Miami Heat plus 16. I lose by 17. A bunch of you in the chat took Golden State in the second half, minus 4.5. They won by 4. We all got fucked. What was Monday Night Football this week? It ended in a tragedy. Fuck. What was it? What was the fucking game? I'm already burnt. Ugh. Fuck. Why can't they score? What was the fucking Monday Night Football game? We got screwed. Oh, Lions-Packers. No, we were okay in the Lions-Packers. We didn't get screwed there. It was basketball. God, I got no timeouts left. Oh, this is torture. Don't spike it. You got fucking third down here. Ugh. Ah, God. Thank God it wasn't on us. It would have been a 10-second runoff. Well, you got no timeouts. You got to throw the ball. Yes. Never in doubt. Where's those fuckheads? Oh, you're on the wrong side, Morency. Oh, you got to learn. Got to learn. Don't fade. Oh. Who was it that I believe it's Joe Pesci who said, fuck you, pay me. I don't know why you're laughing, perfect rotation. You're one of the people I'm talking about. Of course, they missed the extra point. I don't believe that. I've got +7. I don't believe that. You got to be kidding me. So I can't believe this. Steve Stewart, my boy Stucci. What up, Stucci? I can't believe this after all that, because everyone has different numbers through the day. It was 5.5. It was 6. It was 5.5 earlier in the week. It was 6. It was 6.5. When it was 6.5, I made it 7. And then it went back down to 6 again. Matt McCursey just won by 0.5. Justin McCulloch got fucked. Kitchener had 7. Blake 5.5. Blanchard. FRCI. Does that mean fucking Christ? I'm not sure. He did not make better points than me at all, fuck. Teddy did not make better points than me today at all. The only thing that Teddy had going for him was that fucking Adrian Peterson is old and would be shit tonight. I do sort of think that Ryan Fitzpatrick is a good contrarian play for DraftKings. And I think that Adam Humphries is a great pick in DraftKings at $3,100. We'll take a look at Adam Humphrey's props if we can on Sunday too. Fitzpatrick likes to throw to him. Oh, I don't mind that onside kick, but you got to run to the ball. In fact, earlier in the day today, yeah, you know what though, Philip H., I think that I think that Josh McCown might be the better play. Because honestly, Josh McCown is cheap. Josh McCown every fucking week is a top 10 fantasy quarterback. And I think the Jets are going to win the game. I think Tampa's quit. The Jets haven't quit. The Jets are having a great time. They're having fun. Like the Jets, I think the Jets win the game. I think Josh McCown's putting up good numbers. I'm considering Josh McCown as my DraftKings quarterback of the week. Jacoby Brissett's a great DraftKings pick, DJ Mike, but the problem is Pittsburgh's pretty good, you know? I could see Pittsburgh shutting them down. Hey, settle down. Yeah, I'm not ripping Teddy. Settle down. No, we just disagreed. Teddy didn't believe in fucking Stanton, you know? You can't hold it against him. Yeah, I'm not ripping Teddy. That wasn't my intention. I'm not the one that brought it up. But me and Teddy had a spirited debate about this game today. And we had a spirited debate. We had a spirited debate about this game. Gronk or Ingram? Ingram. Yeah, like we exactly. Not just for ratings. We both laid it down and whatever. I appreciate that, Kitchen Array. Look, man, it's like the time me and Babano got into the spirited debate, and I ended up losing that Jags game. Yeah, sometimes you win the debate, sometimes you lose the debates. You know, it's the way it is. Yeah, at the end of the fact that this cocksucker, me and Cam talked about this on the. Me and Cam talked about this on the Red Heat and Rage radio show today. Philip Dawson, man, look at a picture of this guy. Just go to Google and do Google image. Do Phil Dawson. He's only 42. I'm 47. Tell me I don't look better than him, fuck. Hey, settle down. Whoever said Bitcoin, fuck. Jazz is like Fred Flintstone, man. You know, when he hears Bitcoin, he gets goofy here. I appreciate that, Kitchener. I'm all good, Ray. I'll be all right. Sixers, Kings under. Fuck. Isn't that game like, where are they? They're in the third quarter there. All right, so it's 53-51 at the half for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 88-88, Philadelphia 76ers and the Kings. I got screwed over, though. I'll take the backdoor cover, but I got screwed over in these props. Of course, I had Russell Wilson over 23.5. He's at 22. I got Doug Baldwin over 5.5 receptions. He's at fucking 5. Son of a bitch, man. Just never motherfucking ends. Yeah, I'm showing a live stream, fuck. My fist. There's the live stream. Yeah, 53, 51. Let's see. I believe I get this game. I thought I did. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Pick up 10, killing the OLG. Good stuff. I would have liked to see, I'd like to see a couple of more points, but all right. So yeah, you guys want to argue about football? I'll argue about football. Now, first things first, though, on a lighter note, as we get into the late night hours here, see, the show's supposed to be 2 hours. I have a hard time doing 2-hour shows. So, you know, I keep it business for SBR for the 2 hours, even though I'm under no obligation to talk about anything. I can talk about whatever I want. But in the last hour, I like to loosen things up. But I got a lot of picks. We'll talk college football. Yeah, Mizoja is way better. Mizoja is way better in pro line. Mizoja is better in some sports books, fuck. But I wanted to get to O.J. Simpson. I see O.J. Simpson. You know, O.J. Simpson got out of jail, and he went straight to Las Vegas. Like, he literally got out, and he told the driver, take me to Las Vegas. And supposedly it was because he had some stuff there. He had a friend with a house, and he was going to move on right out of Vegas after. Here we are now. You know, what? It's been 2 months, a month and a half later. OJ never left Vegas. And now you've worked your way up, man. A couple of weeks ago, OJ, you're out there getting fucked up. Now you've worked your way up to getting kicked out of casinos. OJ got booted from the Cosmopolitan last night. It's like I would imagine that there's some perimeters. You're supposed to stay out of trouble, OJ. He's going to end up back in jail. This guy really evidently feels so guilty about the murders that I think he's got an itch to go back to jail. Because I'm telling you right now, I'm calling it right now, guys. I'll take a bet if you want. I'm telling you right now. He's already worked his way up to, he's fucked up. He's wasted all the time in Vegas now. He's worked his way up to getting kicked out. He's one step away. The next thing he's going to do, he's going to hit somebody. He's going to drink and drive. He'll do something stupid, and his fucking parole will get revoked. It'll be that simple. Like, I imagine now that he's already dancing fucking pretty close to the edge here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he's allowed to drink or not, but I don't know. It seems to me, I told you, Muhammad, I look way better than him. He's 42, I'm 47. I was going to say, hard to get kicked out of a fucking casino for being belligerent in Vegas when you're sober. I'm just saying. Not impossible. I've been asked, you know, I've gotten into it at people at the Strat and shit sober, but that was more of a beef at the sports book with the book guy. But as OJ wasn't sober in that picture. OJ's all wasted, getting kicked out of casinos. You're one step away from getting arrested, dude. Let's just say, for the sake of it here, that the casino says, you know what? Fuck this. We're calling the cops. Because Vegas casinos don't like calling the cops. They'll rather kick you out unless you really piss them off. So, like, I've really pissed Vegas casinos off, and they never called the cops on me. They came really close. Like, they basically said, if you don't get off the property in 5 seconds, we're calling the cops. And a buddy warned me. He goes, bro, once I call, there's no turning back. He goes, they're going to get you. I was like, yeah, all right. And I split. But once they make the call, there's no turning back, right? So if they just say, you know what, fuck this, OJ's a prick, we're calling the cops show up, and even if it's a misunderstanding and somehow OJ gets busted for public fucking whatever, I assume that's a violation of his fucking parole. When he was sitting there fucking last month begging for his release, I just want to go play golf and be with my family. It's like, dude, man, you're fucking taking pictures with chicks in casinos, getting wasted every night. You're a fucking idiot, man. I'm not going to feel any sympathy when OJ gets fucking nailed again. It's like, dude, why don't you just stay inside? What are you getting kicked out of the Cosmo for? Why are you at the Cosmopolitan Hotel? You know, the last time you hung around a Vegas hotel, OJ, you went to jail for fucking 9 years. No. He'd fucking I look better than Phil Dawson, but he'd beat me up. He'd kick me in the face. You see OJ too. It was pretty funny, OJ. Fucking Stucci. Feel free to give us a live shot, Stucci. Let's go to the Stucci cam. No, I would not kick Phil Dawson's ass. No, I am not. I would not kick. I'm not saying that. I said I would not. Phil Dawson would beat me. All right. I just said I look better than him. I didn't say I'd beat him in a fight. He's a professional athlete. Fuck. Guys, did you watch the beginning of the show? I'm drinking Metamucil here. Fuck. I'm falling apart. I swear though, look at the picture of him, man. I don't know. At this rate, fade my picks. OJ looks like a bet to go back to jail. I'm assuming a sports book's going to pop up some odds soon. I like that. You guys are like, no. You'd beat Phil Dawson. You know, you beat. I'm like, no, I never said I'd beat Phil Dawson. I just said that I look better than him. He looks old, man. He looks like fucking Walter White, like fucking on his deathbed type shit. No, you're right. If I had like the Arizona Cardinals dietitians and I lived Phil Dawson's life, I'd be in better shape. I'm 6'1", 6'2", Ace Farmer. Listen, you know, I've got a couple of shots in on him. I'm not scared of Phil Dawson. I'm not scared of Phil Dawson, but I'm not looking to pick a fight with him. Yeah, you know, that's the thing. I'd be in a lot of trouble if Dawson got me down, man. He'd fucking give me the kick to the head. Yeah, I know. So I guess the prop is what happens first. OJ back to OJ back to jail, or Donald Trump impeached. I think I could take Blair Walsh. Settle down, Jazz. I think I could take Blair Walsh. Yeah, what do you guys think of that? That's a good prop. All you were saying OJ. OJ to jail or Trump impeachment. Yeah, Hargraves, I agree. I think I can Walsh. I think I can handle Walsh. Yeah. I think Walsh, okay. What other kickers are there? I think I could, Prater. Prater looks like, Prater's always drunk. Prater's out of shape and shit. Prater, you could get in and fucking get a couple of shots in. Yeah, Prater wouldn't be as tough as like, yeah, Prater. I'm not scared of Prater. I'm not scared of Prater. Janikowski? Janikowski looks like he'd be pretty slow. Janikowski, Janikowski's pretty big, so if he punched you, he could hurt you probably, but Janikowski's pretty slow, man. Yeah, exactly. Like Janikowski, Janikowski, he watches the UFC and shit. Jano would go for like a takedown and shit and get on top of you. And like, the guy's Polish, man. I ain't fucking with Janikowski. Yeah, Vinatieri's old and shit. Fuck. Do I get like a baseball bat too? Nah, Justin Tucker, man. Justin Tucker, like Hargraves is saying. Justin Tucker, like, fucking probably does yoga and MMA. Like, I could picture, like, fucking Tucker just doing a straight head kick, like, quickly. Tucker's kind of thin, but he's in good shape. Yeah, I wouldn't fuck up. I wouldn't fuck around with Janikowski. He'd stab you. I would smash Ryan Fitzpatrick. If I could fight with one QB, could I beat Joanna? I said before, JP, that no. I said that Joanna would beat me. If I got into a fight with Joanna and Jacek, Joanna would beat me. Yeah, I don't know. I'm starting to think maybe not. It's I don't know. It's a tough one. No one wants to admit that a 125-pound chick would fuck them up, but the thing is, if you grabbed her and threw her through a fucking window or something, she'd be in a lot of trouble. You know what I mean? But if she fucking connected, bang, 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 she'd fucking bust my nose up and shit, and it wouldn't be good. But the thing is, I don't know. How hard does she really hit? As I stated, I'm not talking shit. I'm the one that stated I don't want to fight her. She is pretty small, though. You know, that's the thing. It's like she is. You guys are overestimating. She's tiny. You know what I mean? So it's like fighting a kid that's fucking got fast hands. Like I said, if you grab a hold of her, you could fucking like throw her through a fucking wall or something. But I think like Big Will is stating, I think she would fucking run around you and jump on the back of you and choke your ass out and start. Joanna would fight dirty too. She'd scratch you, punch you in the balls and shit. I don't want any piece of Joanna, fuck. Hey, she beat you guys too, fuck. I'm man enough to admit it. Like when Dana White was saying, "Oh, Ronda Rousey would beat Floyd Mayweather." It's like, you're fucking nuts, fuck. Floyd Mayweather would murder. Like if Floyd Mayweather punched Ronda Rousey in the face, she'd be dead. Ronda Rousey gets knocked the fuck out by Holly Holmes of the world. You think that Floyd Mayweather's not going to kill her? Like, come on, man. No, I've said it before. There's not one person in the UFC I would beat. Even the little dudes. Like I said, if you gave me a baseball bat or something, I'd have a shot. I told you I wanted to fight with Billy Gunn once. Oh, that was a mistake. Billy Gunn would have killed me. Yeah, I had a feud with Billy Gunn. I had a feud with Billy Gunn. Today's actually the no, I couldn't beat CM Punk. No. Settle down, MMA Cash and Bets. Settle down, Vito. Yeah, my money's on Ric Flair versus you as well, Vito. If Ric Flair is coming to you, knocking on your door, I'm not betting on you. No, I can't beat CM Punk. CM Punk knows a little, CM Punk's not a total punk. He's just not a good UFC fighter. I'm not a fighter, guys. I told you. I'm saying after the show, I'm drinking Metamucil here, all right? Leave me alone. I don't know how all this started, fuck, but now you're annoying me. No, I couldn't beat Robin Black. Robin Black is a fucking trained mixed martial artist. How about Jay Cutler? Yeah, I'd fight Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler's pretty tough, though. Yeah, Andy Dalton. I'd go with Dalton. Because Dalton, I'd have like the inner rage. Like the inner rage would inspire me against Dalton. That's why, like, I you know what? That's why, like, I said Fitzpatrick. I dislike Fitzpatrick. Like, I could get pissed if I saw him. Say, you fucking asshole, you fucking dick in Buffalo, and fucking, I could get angry. Same with Andy Dalton. Like, if I saw Andy Dalton, I could attack him and be angry. That's the thing, man. We've seen Jay Cutler take a fucking beating. Yeah, Eli Manning. You know, good call, Ace Farmer. Eli Manning. I'd beat Eli Manning. I'd fight Eli Manning. If you're paying me. Like, yeah, if we're going down the quarterbacks, yeah, I could take Eli Manning, I think. He's the skinniest guy in the league. Oh, yeah, I'd go with no, Jim. I wouldn't fight Jim Kelly. You guys got cancer, Baz. Come on. Yeah, I think we'd all agree on beating Eli Manning. Peyton Manning, I wouldn't want to fight Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning would play dirty and rub his balls in your face. Fuck, he'd give you the old tea bag, the old Tennessee tea bag. That's his wrestling move. The old Tennessee tea bag. Johnny Kicknuts wants to fight Tom Brady. This is a fun segment. Which quarterback do you want to fight and think you could beat? Yeah, Peyton Manning's a big dude. You ain't fighting Cam Newton, Ace Farmer. He's fucking massive. Al Michaels, Al Michaels is like 90 years old. I'd beat Al Michaels. I'm not proud of it, but I could beat up Al Michaels. Tony Romo, no. I don't think I would beat Romo. Oh, Stanton's fine. He covered. Cam Newton's 6'5", 255 pounds, man. Cam Newton's a UFC heavyweight. Unless one of you guys in the chat happens to be like a UFC heavyweight size and an athlete, you're not beating Cam Newton. Cam Newton's massive. I'm saying Al Michaels. I'd beat Al Michaels. I think maybe I could beat Manziel only because Manziel grew up rich and shit. I don't think Manziel would fight dirty. Kitchen arrange. I would kick the shit out of Andy Dalton. Chris Collinsworth. Collinsworth probably works out a lot still. Yeah, if Al Michaels fucking, if Al Michaels caused me problems, I'd punch him in the face. No, I'm not on the Bengals. I give up, Travis. I give up. Yeah, Andy Dalton would be throwing punches and missing and shit. Drew Willie. Nah, I wouldn't fight Drew Willie. Drew Willie's in good shape. Lonzo's not a bust. It's still too early for that. Come on. Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow would beat fucking, come on, man. Tim Tebow can part water. Tim Tebow's like next to Jesus. Come on. You ever seen Tim Tebow? The guy's fucking ripped, man. Look at me. Tim Tebow would kill me. I could beat Lonzo Ball. He's pretty tall and shit, but I'd beat Lonzo Ball. Tim Tebow, you guys nuts? Tim Tebow's a strong guy, man.
There's something new from Boost with no added sugar or flavor and no empty calories.
Oh, I'd fuck Jim Nantz up. I'd fuck Jim Nance up. I don't like Jim Nance. Hello, friends. I'd fight Jim Nance. No. Drake's in good shape, man. I hate to admit it, but nah, Drake would beat me up. Kitchener, he'd fight. You guys. Nah, Drake's in good shape, man. I'm not a Drake fan. I don't like Drake either, but Drake is a good fan. Yeah, Steve Simmons. Yeah, but Steve Simmons, that's not, you know. Yeah, versus OJ. I'd beat OJ. OJ's 70 years old. OJ's got bad knees and shit. He can't bend over. I'm not scared of OJ. Thing is with OJ, you got to watch out. He's going to stab you. Fuck. Yeah, OJ doesn't fight fair. You don't want to be fighting OJ. Give me Ed Hockley. Ed Hockley's got big guns and shit, but he's old, man.
Defensively, with the third foul going on George. Second points allowed. This Oklahoma's defense. Fourth and field goal defense. Coming into that shot clock.
You hear it too? You see, fucking Rad Paul's neighbor fucking tackled him and broke his ribs. I think they're hiding something there.
Terrible free throw shooting by both teams who are both started this season have not shot the ball well from the charity stripe. Got the Nuggets 11 of 16, 69%. You got the Thunder 6 of 12, 50%. Coming into tonight, Murray was number 6, 21 of 22. It's not the next Murray. There is a foul called on Burton, who's trying to stay with George, and that is not easy. First on him.
Yeah, Michael Grange. I nearly got into a fight with Grange. I'll tell you the story after. He's one guy in the media. That's the guy I came closest to actually getting in a real fight with, Michael Grange.
The love tap to the midsection of Plumlee. Get that shot off with the left. So some offense here by George. It's number 1 in the NBA in deflections. Number 1, George is and steals in the league. It's Grant at the mid first half. It's a three. Put up and in by Matthew Patterson.
Patrick Patterson just hit a 3. Motherfucker, why did you do that when you were in the Raptors fight? Swear to God, 4 fucking years here. Guy did hit 1-3, swoosh right now.
Performatrin Ultra, really great Canadian pet food that use only quality ingredients like fresh meats, natural whole fruits and vegetables, balanced with omegas and antioxidants for whole body health. But all that matters to your pet is the irresistible taste. This November, take the Performatrin Ultra 30-day challenge to see the difference wholesome nutrition can make for your pet, and find out why Performatrin Ultra is the best-selling brand at Pet Value. Try it before November 30th and save up to $7 on your next bag. Pet Value, your pet, your store. Now at Burger King, you can dine for $11.99. Choose 2 of these 3 sandwiches: Whopper, original chicken sandwich, or Big Fish with medium fries and drinks. For a limited time, 2 can dine for just $11.99. Only at Burger King.
I'm not sure why I even read this. It's the thing from the link. It's the thing.
Don't shop like everybody else. Shop eBay for totally dumb gifts plus price match guarantee. eBay.
Kia wants you to unwrap a deal this holiday season with the Kia Sorento.
Fucking in-game totals 204. Of course it is. Ugh. NHL hockey, Tampa Bay Lightning winning again right now, 4-1 at LA. Ducks are up 4-1 on the Canucks. It's 75-75. You can get the Denver Nuggets right now, plus 125 on the money line. Although Oklahoma City looked pretty good. They're trying, at least. They're battling, right? They're battling. This game could go either way. I hate to say it. My gut's telling me that, we're going to get screwed just because I've had a lot of bad luck recently. The over slowed down. I don't like this. They put up 50 points in the first quarter, 54 in the second quarter, but only 46 here in the third. Denver Nuggets, as I said this, they're down to plus 110 on the money line, actually, now. Who's this chick? New chick on the sideline. I'm a fan. All right, so the fourth quarter has started. Oklahoma City have the basketball, 75-75. Let's hope for a fucking track meet here somehow. If it doesn't, at least let's hope that Denver wins. Oklahoma City and under is not a good equation. And every night this week, we pretty much ended with an NBA screw job, which is fitting that we say screw job because I understand it's the 20th anniversary of the Montreal Screwjob today. Of course, when Vince screwed Brett. Although, of course, Vince will tell you that Brett screwed Brett. I was actually there. So 20 years ago tonight. It feels like it was longer than 20 years ago, to be honest with you. 20 years ago tonight, so I know where I was. Right around this time, I guess it was right around now it happened, actually, or it probably just ended. It was a Sunday night. I remember the Baltimore Ravens played the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think the Steelers won 38-0. One of the teams won 38-0, and I was on the team that won 38-0. That's a good thing with these sporting events. That's a good thing with these sporting events. You can sort of chronicle your life. So I know 20 years ago tonight, I was in Montreal at the Bell Center. I remember I drank all day, and I had a good NFL day that day. I had a good NFL day. We went to the Bell Center, and I remember it was Baltimore and Pittsburgh. Who was it that fucking won? Let's see, Ravens. Here we go. Out of all, like I said, out of all my gambling days over the years, I remember this day as being a great day. And I remember being really happy. There was no internet here. There was no internet in these days. I think we watched the game in the bar, and I believe I called somebody. I think I called somebody from a payphone. I said, "What's the score in a football game?" Here it is, 37-0. See, I got a good memory. I said 38-0. Pittsburgh Steelers won 37-0. November the 9th, 1997. Largest margin of victory in series history. 37-0 victory that night. I was on the Steelers. Those were the good old days. Fuck, I was getting laid. I had hair. I was in a metal band. And I was winning bets. Now, no laid, no hair, no wins. And we do have a new record coming out soon. Johnny Kicknuts, WrestleMania 2 in Los Angeles. Yeah, no, that's true. We actually did cover that bet. We actually won. We had a +7. Yet now I'm just depressed about this stupid basketball game. Man, I left my balcony door open, which I've been doing all, I do it often during the show, but holy shit. I don't even mind the cold air, but I have my guitar right near the window, and I don't want my guitar getting chilled out here. Hold on. 81-77. All right, we got some points starting off this this fourth quarter here. 50th season here, evidently, for I see on the court for the Denver Nuggets. Come on, Denver, fuck. It's rare. I don't often pull. I don't often bet against OKC. I'm more of an OKC fan than not. I just thought Denver was in a good spot here tonight. Denver's a good home team. You know, Denver's a good home team, and Denver doesn't get respect by the betting public or, like, you know, the media or anything. People don't really pay attention to the Nuggets, but Jokic is a fucking beast, man. This guy's a beast, and up here in the altitude, where it's tough to play in Denver. Oklahoma City's doing a good job. The pace just picked up a little bit out of the gate here, which is cool. Yeah, when WrestleMania comes up there, we'll do some wrestling betting talk. Do I think the Montreal Screwjob was a work? No, I don't. Bret Hart is one of the few guys, and I think that was his problem, actually, is that Bret Hart believed that he was the hitman. And I agree with Vince on this. You know, at the time, I was irate. I was like, they're fucking Bret over. But, you know, as I'm older and I see the business side of things, Bret Hart was leaving. What do you fucking expect? It was sleazy the way they did it, but no, Bret Hart's too serious for that to be a work. No, I didn't see the 30 for 30. It's going to air tomorrow here. You know, it was just the way that they handled it. But no, I think that, like I said, I think Bret Hart's so insanely into his character and everything that he wouldn't. I don't think it was a work. But like I said, as time passed, I don't hate Vince for it, you know. It's wrestling. It is what it is. Vince fucking's got to do what's best for his company. Bret should understand that. Jokic just fucking missed a shot here. Yeah, we're wrestling. Yeah, you can bet on wrestling. You still can. Yet there was a wrestling scandal recently. There was a wrestling betting scandal recently. Basically, somebody bet. It was a couple of pay-per-views ago. Somebody bet $100 parlay that fucking won. Somebody went like 14 for 14 type shit, which is impossible to do. And they did it on a couple of events. They got greedy. And they really nailed it. They nailed the book for like $42,000 or something. You know, like, it's low limits, but basically somebody fucking loaded up at a bunch of books and never lost. And it was discovered that it was an inside job. It was a disgruntled WWE employee that basically fucking said, fuck it, I'm going to bet this shit on the way out. So I know the sportsbook sort of discussed, we should get a director on to talk about it. I know the sportsbooks bandied together and basically said, you know, maybe we should stop taking this action because everyone said, oh, it's scripted. But the thing is, no one really ever knows. And like for WrestleMania and shit, nobody knows. That's why the books will do it for WrestleMania. But for some of the other cards, people can find out. because like WrestleMania, Vince won't tell you what's going to happen. He will not tell you until 2 minutes before you go out there. Like, that's his way of making sure that WrestleMania doesn't get spoiled. There's no way to spoil it because nobody knows, because Vince only makes it up as he goes. So like at a big major card, the way it works is Vince will send someone over to you right like 2 minutes before you go in, and he's like, listen, you're losing, you know, or you're going to win. You know, give us 12 minutes and you win or lose type shit. Do whatever you want in between, you know, but you're going down, right? So it's one of those deals. And it's sort of like, you know, like alternate endings with movies and big popular shows that they don't want to get spoiled. So they'll make alternates. So Vince will do that. Vince will spread around like 6 or 8 different scripts with 6 or 8 different kind of storylines for a big event. And then at the last second, he'll make the decision backstage. Supposedly he sits at a table and shit, and he's watching, and he gets a feel for what he wants to do. The guy's a genius. You can't argue his methods. Exactly. Like Brock Lesnar, exactly, Mario. Like Brock Lesnar didn't know all week he was going to beat The Undertaker. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh yeah, I know I'm going to beat him. The streak's over. He didn't know. Because Vince isn't stupid. He wants the wrestlers to be surprised and be into it. And also he knows they're going to leak stuff. You know, all it takes, man, is one guy. Look, like Cam Stewart, my buddy Cam is friends with fucking Dean Ambrose. They're not best buddies. Like Ambrose isn't calling him every day or anything, but, you know, Cam knows things. Like if you ask Cam, like Cam is somebody that's funny. Cam doesn't really watch modern wrestling much, but if you ask him about wrestlers, he'll know about them because he knows Dean Ambrose. Like Cam's gotten drunk with Dean Ambrose and shit, like more than once. But he said now Renee and Dean, they're too big time. Finally caught up. He said, yeah, it finally caught up to Renee there. Now she's all a big star. Because, yeah, if you don't know, the chick on WWE, Renee Young, she used to work with me and my buddy on TV before she was anything. So when she became a star in the WWE, she didn't really become an egomaniac or anything at first. But she's been there for a few years now. Now she's got plastic surgery. She looks totally different. She's on that show, The Divas and shit. She's like a reality TV fucking diva now. Yeah, it's funny, though. So when they come to Toronto, though, a couple of times, they want to drink. They want to go out and stuff. So, but they don't want to be recognized. So it's funny. So they hang out with Cam, and Cam takes them to the OTB. Word of no lie. Like 2 times, like not the last 2 times. Like Cam told me, he goes, nah, he told me that ever since she's on this diva show, that she's a little different now. She's a big star now and shit. But he said, yeah, before we take him to the OTB. And they go to the off-track betting and drink. And it's fucking funny. I said, why do you take him to the OTB? And he goes, oh, because he goes, at the racetrack, it's just all old men. And he goes, none of them know who Dean Ambrose is. He goes, they don't know who Renee and Dean is. So Renee and Dean like it. They sit at the OTB. They can openly drink beer. Because he said, like, when they go out, like they were at Shula's Joe's and shit, a bar. And Ambrose had to put a hood on and shit. So Ambrose had a hood on with a hat tucked down low. And Cam said, even though he had a hood and a hat on and everything, that these fuckers recognize him. He said like every 1 minute people were coming up. Oh my God, can I get a picture? Can I get a picture? So they go to the off-track betting fucking bar, and nobody asked Dean Ambrose for shit. Nobody knows who the fuck he is, and the old man don't care. Right? The old man could give two shits who you are. They're worried about picking a winner. Oh, 91-84. Nice little run for the Denver Nuggets. Your sister dates Braun Strowman. Are you kidding? Braun Strowman's a major star right now. Trish Stratus, she's from Toronto. Yeah, you're in Charlotte, right, Ace Farmer? That is wrestling country down there. Have I ever met Brett? No. I'm thinking no. I shook his hand in a wrestling setting, like when he came out. And I've had Bret Hart on my TV show before. So I've spoken to Bret Hart. So I've interviewed him. I've interviewed him twice. I interviewed him twice, but I never met him in person. I've interviewed most wrestlers. Oh yeah, Lance Storm used to come on I've had Lance Storm on often. I used to be on a network that had wrestling on right after me, so they used to give me wrestlers, and you know who's really nice? You know who's really nice and really fucking hot in real life is that Maria Kanellis chick. That Maria Kanellis chick is fucking hot in real life. And she was very flirty with me, too. It caught me off guard. Like, I interviewed a lot of chicks, big star chicks in studio, porn stars and chick, and I could tell when they were faking it and genuinely whatever, and like it was weird. Maria like started talking to me after and shit. I was like, am I being hit on by Maria Kanellis here? I'm like, holy fuck. She was fucking hot. But yeah, one of the best interviews I did. No corruption there, Cameron. One of the best interviews that we did was the wrestler Raven. Great stuff with Raven. This fucking fourth quarter's just fucking flown by, man. There's like no points being scored in this game. But Denver's up by a 6 spot. And we took them at the plus money on the money line, plus 130 before, and then plus 110 in game. And there's Russ doing his thing. 93-90. Hey, listen, overtime, I'm not adverse to overtime. I'm not mad if this game goes to overtime. I interviewed Sonny. Sonny's beaten down now, guys. All right, so what's the what do we got? College football Friday night. Can't wait for the CFL playoffs this week. Temple, Cincinnati, BYU, UNLV tomorrow. Ugh. Oh, Washington, Stanford. That's tomorrow night too, right? That's a good game, actually. That's a good game. NBA basketball Friday night. We got a ton of games. Brooklyn at Portland. Totals 222.5. Orlando and Phoenix. Milwaukee, San Antonio. Wait, college basketball is back tomorrow too. Miami Heat at Utah Jazz. Jazz -3. But so what? We got college basketball going on all day tomorrow. I had something I wanted to show you guys or talk about. Just sort of set the table for college basketball because it's here out of the gate. Here it is. Yeah, just like the tournaments. If you're wondering, yeah, when's that tournament? Where's that team and this team and stuff? The State Farm Championship. What's the date today? The 9th?
Hi.
Yeah, today's the 9th. So, what, 5 days? State Farm Championship in Chicago, Duke, Michigan State, Kansas, and Kentucky. Yeah, the Maui Invitational. That's only next week. Nice field. Marquette, VCU, Wichita State, Cal, Notre Dame, Chaminade, Michigan, LSU. Hall of Fame Classic. Creighton, UCLA, Baylor, Wisconsin. Barclays Center, Legends Classic, Penn State, Pittsburgh, Oklahoma State, Texas A&M. Great Alaska Shootout. Great Alaska Shootouts when Glenn Rice fucking nailed Sarah Palin. You know, the basketball player, Glenn Rice, was on Michigan. And they went up and played in the Great Alaska Shootout. And Sarah Palin used to be the sports anchor on the local Alaska TV. What a stud Glenn Rice is, huh? Glenn Rice is one of my favorite basketball players of all time. I've had him on the show, too. He's one of my favorite gets. I even told him, I said, I didn't say, hey, man, that's great that you fuck Sarah Palin, too. We didn't know at that time. Sarah Palin wasn't around when I interviewed him. Or was right around then, but if you think of Glenn Rice's accomplishments, national champion with the Michigan Wolverines, holds the all-time record still to this day for most points in the NCAA tournament. I think he averaged 36 points a game. Yeah, like it was fucking nuts. Like Glenn Rice did not miss. Like Glenn Rice fucking carried the Wolverines to the title. Still holds the record for most points in a tournament. Made a shitload of money in the NBA. Although what a shock that one of my favorite all-time players was not very good with his money, I don't think. But yeah, national champion, college, all-time NCAA leader in points in the NCAA tournament. I think he won 2 rings, maybe 3, 2. Maybe 2, maybe 3, but I think at least 2 with the Lakers. And he had sex with Sarah Palin. That's not a bad trifecta. National champion, NBA champion, nailed Sarah Palin. I think that's pretty impressive right there. That's a pretty good trifecta. Yeah, I tweeted a story earlier today, too. Yeah, it's pretty much true, Ace Farmer. No one's ever denied it. I saw a story today. You know, there's all this sexual harassment shit going on everywhere. There's all this sexual harassment going on everywhere. And Mariah Carey's bodyguard is suing Mariah Carey for sexual harassment. And the thing is, I'm like, man, first off, Mariah Carey can fucking sexually harass me any fucking time. And secondly, I'm like, well, what did Mariah Carey do to you? Like, what did Mariah Carey do to you? And basically, he was one of Mariah Carey's fucking goons, whatever, for a couple of years only, 2 years or something. And he's a white guy. He's a big white bald guy. And he said that she harassed him she used to call him a KKK member. She used to say, you look like a white supremacist. And he said that he's, it damaged him, that it hurt him, that she used to refer to him as a white supremacist. She always used to joke, to ask if he was in a KKK. And then he said once she was pissed off about something, and she called, they were staying in a hotel on tour, and she called him into the hotel room. And he said when he went into the room, she was half naked. And it's not like, yeah, okay, let's say the guy's married or something. And he's like, yeah, Mariah Carey was half naked and she started sucking my cock and said she was going to fire me. No, she didn't even do anything. I guess she fucking yelled at him about something. She goes, she summoned me, but she was in lingerie and it was inappropriate. And I'm thinking to myself, Mariah Carey's half naked 24 hours a day. Like, you know what I mean? And you're her bodyguard. Look, I work backstage at concerts. The chick in the Spice Girls got naked in front of me. Like, Mariah Carey wearing lingerie in front of her bodyguard isn't exactly sexual harassment when you consider the chick's half naked all the time in the fucking first place. So the fucking asshole's suing her now. He's suing her, stating that, you know, he was uncomfortable and he has a girlfriend, and, you know, it was wrong of Mariah Carey not to have clothes on. And like I said, whatever, man. Mariah Carey never has clothes on. Fuck. Look at the way she dresses on stage and shit. How do you think she's going to dress in her hotel room? And like I said, if you're her bodyguard, you should be used to seeing her half naked and shit. Like I said, I work backstage, man. It didn't even surprise me. I had a good gig, fuck. So I worked backstage and I was in the backstage room. And it was my job to fucking keep people out. And not even like security. There was security. Like basically I was just sitting there at the guarded door, fuck. But when the Sporty Spice went solo, she had extra guards. So it was like, there was her door, and then I got assigned her dressing room. No word and no lie. I got assigned Sporty Spice's dressing room. So basically, it was my job to sit in her dressing room. So there's like a big like room with food and TVs and everything. And then there's like her sort of dressing room. And I was assigned to make sure that nobody went into her dressing room type thing. So I was like guarding a room that was already guarded in a backstage area that was her dressing room. So she shows up and shit, and I'm sitting there. I'm outside the door, obviously. I'm not, you know. I get there, and she starts talking to me and shit, and she's very friendly, and I was surprised by that because I was like, fuck, this chick's a Spice Girl. Like, this is a while ago. They were big still. And everyone's like, you know, emergency, don't smoke weed. Because I used to smoke weed with bands and shit all the time in the room. So, like, the boss told me, he goes, don't smoke weed in front of the Spice Girl. And, like, he's like, go outside and shit, right? So, Spice Girl shows up. First thing she does is start smoking a blunt, fuck. And I'm like, holy fuck, man. The Spice Girl is a little, not very Spice Girlish. She starts swearing and shit. And then I realized I clued in that the Spice Girls is just an image, right? And this chick was hardcore, fuck. She's fucking smoking weed. She's talking. She's extremely friendly, like not rock starish at all. Typical, like just a British chick. And she's like, she's a lesbian though, right? So she's got like these chicks around and shit her. So she's got like management chicks and other chicks. I caught on quickly. I was like, oh, okay. Like fucking. So I'm sitting there. And then boom, man, she just fucking pops it off. Fuck. Like right in front of me. Like I'm sitting there and she's standing like 3 feet in front of me. And Sporty Spice just peels off her tracksuit. And she's wearing nothing underneath. And I'm thinking, holy fuck, this is pretty cool. I'm getting paid fucking $150 a day to sit around and eat free food and fucking see Sporty Spice naked. It was awesome. Like right after, I'm such a dick. I text message fucking somebody. I was like, I just saw Sporty Spice fucking tits. I just saw Sporty Spice's tits. And then like word got around after and people were coming up. They're like, bro, fuck. I heard she fucking got naked in front of you. They were like, whoa, is she hot? I was like, she's pretty hot. Fuck. I was like, it's like, I couldn't really stare, It's one of those deals where you can't stare, right? But I was like, sort of look, I was like, and then I could sort of look back down at my newspaper. I was reading like a New York Post, like fucking back to my, sort of get a look back down. Yeah, exactly. So that's like me stating now, years later, you know what, Sporty Spice, you fucking terror, I can't sleep at night because you got naked in front of me and you harassed me. It's not right. Yeah, it's just like the fucking, it's like the O. Henry Harris, Harris. I can't lie, though. She was the only one I ever saw naked. What other hot chicks did I work at? Not too many. They sort of kept me away for the most part from the chicks. Oh, the chick band of Donnas I fucking fell in love with. I worked some bad shows, though, guys. Like, it was hit or miss. There was a few, like, it was a while ago. Like, I need to see the band's names of that era and shit. I'd be like, oh, yeah, then. I once, I got in trouble once. Somebody got on stage once. And I was like a roadie / stagehand. I'm standing there. And fucking somebody got on stage and it was like a perfect football UFC Goldberg spear. Like they could barely see me in the dark lights. I came in, toof. I fucking tackled them and I just pushed them off the stage. I get back on the side, man, and fucking this manager starts freaking out, man. You just assaulted one of our fans. I was like, one of your fans fucking was about to fucking assault. And he's like, no, we let people on the stage. I was like, listen, no one fucking told me, man. And I told the guy, I said, listen, fuck. I don't do anything. And then the boss is going to say to me, Morency, you're standing there and you don't do anything. And I do something and now you're bitching at me. And I told the guy, I got into the guy. I fucking hate ska bands. It was a ska band. It was a Mighty Boss Tones, fuck. I fucking told the guy, I said, you know what? Fuck you guys. I was really pissed. I was like, fuck you guys. I said, I hope everyone trashes your stage. I don't give a shit. I walked away. So I was trying to help you, but I don't give a fuck. You guys want to get attacked? Get attacked. What bands are cool to hang with? Yeah, Mel C. I don't know. I've partied with a lot of bands, so kind of drawing a blank right now, to be honest with you, though. Motorhead are good. Motorhead were good guys. Yeah, Eminem wanted free weed. Social Distortion are cool dudes. The guys in Corn are all right. But I didn't work like A-list shows, right? Like if I worked an A-list show, like I worked a U2 show, I was nowhere near U2. Fuck. You know, there's a pecking order. I did like the 2,000 to 4,000 seat venues. I did the club shit. The arena shit I didn't do. The arena shit was union. So like if it was like U2 or something, I would get some shitty ass fucking gig. You know, hey, do you want to fucking put U2 posters up, or do you want to go to the grocery store and get U2's food? Shit like that. Danzig's a straight dude and shit. Danzig's all right. Yeah, the Lemmy stuff, the Lemmy stuff. Yeah, Marilyn Manson's a freak for real. He's a weird dude. He's an asshole. Fuck. Marilyn Manson only wanted fucking male fans. I don't want to get too graphic, but Marilyn Manson only wanted very young male fans backstage. We actually shut it down. One of the guys noticed. Marilyn Manson like told fucking us, don't let any fucking girls back here, only guys. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, man. Yeah, I was like, and then they were like, younger guys, just young male fans. Marilyn will meet tonight, and we got like all these people fucking at the door and groupies with tits, and I was like, fuck it, I don't know, I don't want to be part of this shit, and the promoter fucking came up and he fucking said, turn the fucking lights on for these guys. He goes, these guys are freaks, man. He goes, I don't like what's going on here. I told you, fuck. Marilyn Manson, right before he went on, he told us, like, he goes, I'm not going on unless I get Burger King. So how much Burger King? He needed $500 worth of Burger King. So it took fucking forever to get we went to the Burger King, ordered $500 worth of fucking food, man. We're talking like a shitload of bags. So we bring the Burger King back to him, and then he just takes it and he smears it all over the place. Fuck. They had a food fight with it. Like he literally took it. You got to understand, there's like 1,800 people waiting for him to start. So while they're waiting for him to start, he's fucking, I don't know, jerking off in Burger King Whoppers or whatever he's doing up there. So he makes a mess. He just throws his Burger King all over the fucking place. So the place reeks like fucking Burger King up there. And then he does the show. And then at the end of the show, he fucking whips his cock out and he starts pissing all over the stage. Fuck. So he pissed all over the fucking speakers and the cables and everything. Except we're supposed to fucking unpack the speakers and the cables after. So after the show, man, we're like fucking, I told the guy, I said, there's no fucking way in hell I'm fucking touching that. I said, that fucking cocksucker. And he's like, what do you mean? He goes, I didn't see him do that. I swear he didn't see him do that. Fuck. I said, trust me, he did it. Guy's playing all dumb. No, he didn't piss. It was fake. No, it's not fake. I was like, I was standing 3 feet from him. Fuck. The guy whipped his cock out and pissed all over the front of the stage. He basically urinated on the front row of the crowd. He like sprayed the crowd with piss. And the piss went all over the fucking stage and the speakers and everything. And he did it at the end of the show because he doesn't want to stand in his own piss. So he did it at the end of the night. Basically, we just all bitched for more money after. I think we got like $400 instead of $250. We bitched for more money, and then we got a hose. Buddy, I didn't touch it. Buddy fucking hosed. Like, we were real divas. Like, I remember, like, the promoter was freaking out. He's like, you guys shut the fuck up, man. I'm sick of you complaining about this. Everyone was like, I'm not touching it. I'm not even going near that part of the stage. I was like, I'm not going anywhere near where he was standing. Like, I told the guys right away. I said, for the record, I'm not going, like, anywhere near where he was. I said, I'm staying in the back. Yeah, he's good live. I'll give him that. I'll give him. I'm going to tip my cap to him. I'll tip my cap. He delivered when he was on stage. I told you too. He wanted a fucking massage. He wanted a massage, and we couldn't get a masseuse. So and there was like a bunch of hookers outside. So I said, let's just get a hooker. Anyways, I can go on and on with that shit. I told you the story about Ronnie James Dio, may he rest in peace, which Ronnie James Dio told me and my buddy, and they were very specific. Ronnie does not, get name brand peanut butter, and name brand potato chips. He wasn't even particular. Like, basically, the writer just stated no names. If you're getting peanut butter, it's got to be Jiffy or Kraft or fucking, Doritos or whatever. Like, no name. So what does my buddy do? He buys Ronnie James Dio a bunch of no-name shit. I got into a big fight with this guy in a grocery store. I was like, the guy's a legend, man. The singer of Black Sabbath. Fuck, just get him the Jiffy. So he's like, I'm not paying for the Jiffy. And he's like, well, take the label off. He won't know. I'm like, of course he's going to know. He specifically asked. You don't think Ronnie James Dio can tell the difference of peanut butter? And so we're getting like some big argument. So it's like, he's like, if you want to get him the fucking peanut butter, you fucking get him the peanut butter. Because, I'm going to let you in on a little secret, fuck. The big scam was my buddy was fucking had a budget for the food, but he would cheap out on it and then keep the money. You know what I mean? The rock industry is one big scam, all right? I told you, the whole reason we worked those shows was just to sell fucking drugs to the bands. That was like the big score, fuck. Like, working the show was one thing, but like, hooking up, that was the big score of the score. I had a friend that was the king of it, fuck. Like, he would fucking, Limp Bizkit gave my buddy fucking $2,300 US in an envelope. And just said, fucking buy as much, come back with as many drugs as you can. And my buddy's like, well, what kind? He's like, all kinds. Like, what? He goes, surprise us. He's like, really? Just, he goes, yeah, just bring it, get as much as you can. Essentially, weed and blow. Like, he's $2,300 worth. So my buddy comes in, he's like, oh my God, we just scored large. Fucking Limp Bizkit are going hard. So this is like 1 in the afternoon type shit, right? So lo and behold, man, it's like fucking 7, 8 o'clock at night before the show. Fucking phone rings. It's Buddy. Another envelope, another 2,300. Yeah, the boys like the first round. Let's go again. Like, they fucking did. They spent like fucking $4,600, fuck, in one day. And it was nothing to them. Like, dude, it was like their per diem. It was like loose, like, oh, here's an envelope full of money. You know what I mean? Michael Grange, I got into a Michael Grange on a Greg Sansoni TV show. if you remember when Grange had attitude with me a couple of times. I was on with him, and he was always smug with me. But then when Hamilton was going to get a team, when Hamilton was going to get the hockey team, they weren't getting a hockey team. I said they weren't getting a team. And Jim Balsillie, the fucking fraudster that he was taking money. Remember, they were selling tickets for the hockey team. And I went on, and we went head-to-head in a debate, and he said how great it is that the NHL is going to Hamilton and how its tickets are on sale and shit. And I said, you know, they're selling tickets for a franchise they don't own, for a team they don't have, in a league they're not in. And he goes, no, it's Jim Balsillie, and he runs BlackBerry. And like he was condescending to me about, like, you know, I know Jim Balsillie, he's so successful, and I don't question if he says. And I said, well, and I finally got pissed off, and I said, well, Grange, I said, if you're so convinced that these tickets are real, why don't you buy season tickets right now? And I called him out on the air. I said, why don't we call right now, like right now, Grange? I said, why don't you buy season tickets with your own money if you're so sure these tickets are real? And he was like, oh, how about you? You know, he started mumbling and backtracking and shit. And I started yelling at him. I did. I got all worked up, and I'm like, you're full of it. You're just so fake. And I'm like fucking going off. And then so after the segment ends, Grange's a big guy too. So after the segment ends, he sort of stares me down after, but then he gets up and he muttered something under his breath as he walked away. So I'm still at the desk. I was still on TV. He was gone. I'm on the next segment still. So he sort of muttered something like, go fuck you. I don't know what he said. It was something derogatory. You know, so he muttered it though. He didn't say it loud. He sort of said it. And I said to him, what'd you say? I said, what'd you say? And I said, why don't you fucking, I said, if you got something to say, Grange, I said, why don't you fucking say it instead of muttering under your fucking breath? And then Greg Sansoni's next to me too. Sansoni's getting freaked out now. And then Grange stopped, He sort of stopped, like, confrontationally and looked at me. And then I got up, and I fucking said, I had the mic on and shit. I got up at the desk and I said, if you want to fucking go, Grange, I'll fucking go with you. I said, you want to go? I'll fucking go. And I started like, and fucking like, then they're like 30 seconds, guys, you're back on the air. No, Jazz, that was like the first couple of months. No, I'm very professional. I've been in this industry for 16 years. I haven't gotten in a fight with any of these guys. But Grange is a dick. And like I said, Grange fucking mouthed off. Like, Grange said a few things to me. Like, I don't remember word for word, but Grange, like, we went to the break. He fucking said something. I said something back. And then he sort of, like I said, he sort of fucking got dickish with me. He sort of stood up, like, kind of confrontationally. So I just stood up and I said, fuck, if you got a fucking problem, let's fucking go. I said, you want to go? Let's go. Even Greg Sansoni told me after, he goes, I don't know what his problem is. He goes, he was very rude with you. I said, I know. I said, he doesn't like me because Grange was an establishment guy and he didn't like the fact I was working my way into the TV scene. So the best part is, though, so there I am in Las Vegas, like fucking 5 years later, 7 years later, I'm doing a TV show in Vegas, and my agent guy, John Lerner, used to book guests sometimes. He wasn't a guest booker, but every once in a while, you know, he would send an email out or whatever. So I don't know what happened. There was some big story with the Blue Jays or something. Fuck. And I was in Vegas. And I got an email from my agent guy who goes, he goes, I just asked Michael Grange of the Globe and Mail newspaper to come on the show today. I got mad. I said, dude, man, you're not my guest booker and shit. You're an agent, man. Don't I said, I don't like Michael Grange. And I said, now I'm pissed that you fucking invite him and he's going to think that I just extended an olive branch. I was so upset. Fuck. I was like, don't fucking invite people without fucking consulting with me. I was like, dude, I don't like this guy. I don't want to fucking think I want him on my show. I don't want him on my show. So he's like, oh, I'm sorry. And then the best is Michael Grange sends an email back. Michael Grange sends an email back to the agent guy, basically stating that it'd be a cold day in hell before I ever did Gabriel Morency's show. I told the agent after, I was like, you see, I told you. I said, that's why you got to consult with me. I said, trust me. I said, I don't have problems with a lot of people, but I said, he happens to be one of them. All right, guys, so we're going to wrap up the program here. No, there's no late action, really, man. We got some Australian Premier League women's stuff. There's some fucking Mexican baseball, or I don't know. Why are they playing baseball in Mexico so late? Nothing big's coming up right now. We got college basketball, though, tomorrow. College basketball here, boys. I got to do some research. Hey, we hit the Denver Nuggets. That's nice. We lose the total, but the plus money line plays erases that and puts us in the plus. Euro Hockey Tour. What's this? Fucking Canada versus Sweden. But yeah, so I'm going to get out of here. But as far as the college football on Saturday, I like all those underdogs, man. I'm a little worried. Paul Bovie likes TCU. I'm a little worried about that pick, but I like Auburn to beat Georgia. I like Notre Dame. I like Mississippi State plus the points against Alabama, and I'm leaning with TCU plus the points. NFL football. Like the Buffalo Bills and the Atlanta Falcons, the Minnesota Vikings right now. And as crazy as this sounds, I haven't bet on the Cleveland Browns once this year. I'm thinking about taking the Browns this week. That's right. You heard me say it. I'm thinking about taking the Browns this week plus the points. I don't think the Lions will cover that big number. No, you got to be careful, Travis, coming out of the gate with college basketball. So what do we got? We got in the morning here. Savannah State, no line. All right, there's a lot of crap at 10 in the morning, but it's like Millsap and Jackson State type stuff. When's the real game start? Pretty much at 6 o'clock. Texas A&M and West Virginia. I don't know, man. Point spread seems a little high there, to be honest. Memphis and Alabama, 6.5. I'm looking for underdogs that I can take tomorrow. I'm looking for underdogs that I can take, and we're taking a look at Siena. Siena missed against Charleston. I'm not, Charleston, 18 points, a lot of points. Oakland Grizzlies against IPFW. But the best bet that I have tomorrow, and I got to do some research on this stuff. The best bet that I have tomorrow so far is at 9:15 Eastern tomorrow night. And we got South Dakota, the Jackrabbits, laying 6.5 against the Anteaters. That Mike Dom guy is real good, playing at home. Irvine lost a lot of guys. I think it's a good spot here for the Jackrabbits. South Dakota State, 9:15 Eastern tomorrow night. That's the one college basketball game that I've got right now. All right, it's time for me to drink a Metamucil. Fuck, this is going to be fun. For my college basketball picks tomorrow, Gino, check out my video. It'll be up on the Fantasy Sports Network YouTube page. Plays of the day. Check out the boys. Follow me on Twitter at Sports Rage. I'll be tweeting out some picks. And yeah, we'll start banging the college basketball. Tomorrow night, Big Man on Campus will beat us, and there's a ton of late night college basketball tomorrow night. So it'll be a fun show tomorrow night. Shout out to SBR. Support us. Give us a thumbs up on the way out if you haven't already. And make sure to subscribe to YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and Google SBR. We'll see you tomorrow. Other than that, you're on your own. Later.